Hello, welcome back to Premier League Dad. How are we all doing? We are live tonight for another big UEFA Champions League game. Tonight it's Linfield against Shelbourne. We watched the first leg, Shells just nicking it 1-0. And now we are at Windsor Park. David Healy's men feeling confident apparently that they're going to turn this round and reach the second round of qualifying. It wasn't a particularly great encounter in the first leg. I've got to be dead honest, it wasn't brilliant. But that said, it was, it's a Champions League game. We beggars can't be choosers, let's be honest. Champions League football is Champions League football. And yeah, no, it's all good. Listen, you've got to take as much club football as you can get at this point. It is live in just under 36 minutes. It's a 7:45 kickoff, isn't it? Is it a 7:45 kickoff? You should know this, Kee. Come on. You should know this. I think it's a 7:45 kickoff. 7:45, is it 7:45? It is 7:45. I thought it was 7:45. Yes, 7:45 kickoff. So you've got like less than 40 minutes to kick off. And yeah, really looking forward to this one. Let me know what your thoughts are, obviously. I want to hear your thoughts. I want to hear your predictions. And yeah, let me know what you're thinking. We are coming up to lineups time. We'll go through the lineups and everything shortly. In fact, just give me 1 sec. Let me just grab the old remoto. And then we can actually get it going because it is on it's on BBC iPlayer tonight. If people are intending to watch along, it is on BBC iPlayer. Let me just get everything set up so that we can actually see what people are doing here. Okay, good. Perfect. Right, I feel all cleansed now. I actually know where we're up to. Chimey, how's it going, mate? Good to see you. Annoyingly, your chat hasn't come through, Chimey. I've got a little, you might see on the screen, I've got a little banner thing, but your chat hasn't come through. And it's annoyed me that. Why is yours not come through? Do we actually have to have it on screen? That is so annoying. That is well annoying. Okay, well, hey, fair enough. Let's do that then. Let's keep you on screen and then we can actually make it work, I guess. Okay, right. Well, with that said, let's just get everything set up. And, yeah. I'm trying to figure out some new stuff. Sorry, I'm trying to figure out some new widgets on the screen. One of which is the chat function. Right, okay. Let's leave it at that. First off, oh no, Christ, look at that. First off, let's just say a big thank you to our sponsors, the channel sponsors, Match Bingo. If you haven't yet, please go and download the Match Bingo app. You can go and do so right now by clicking the link in my description. If you go and download the Match Bingo app, and you deposit just £5, you get £10 free. Go and check it out, Match Bingo, great bunch of guys. They are supporting the channel. That's a great way for you to support the channel. You can go and download the Match Bingo app and have a bet on a game like this one. If you like a bet, that is, by the way. If you don't like a bet, it's not your thing. Stay away from it. Absolutely no problem at all. But if you do like a bet, if you like a flutter like I do, if you like a little flutter from time to time, go and check Match Bingo out. There's over it's this way, isn't it? This way. Over £250 per game to be won on Match Bingo. They've paid out over £250,000 in prize money to over 10,000 UK players, and they're growing really quickly. And as I say, you can go and get £10 free by downloading the Match Bingo app and setting your account up. Go and support the channel, and a big thank you to those that already have. Okay, so with that said, let's get everywhere else live and kicking. I am working on trying to get this widget integrated so that It's a great word, that, isn't it? Widget. I'm trying to get this widget integrated so that we'll have YouTube, TikTok, Twitch. The full chat will actually be on the screen. At the minute, only I can see it in the back office. But I want you guys to see it so that when you can see who I'm actually responding to. So I'm trying to get it all synced up. Yeah. So let me know what you're thinking. Right. Let me know. Surely that's going to stay there. That's okay, isn't it? That's fine as it is. We'll see. Right, how are we all doing? I can see chats coming in on TikTok and Twitch as well. It's all good. J-Star Trading, good to see you, mate. How's it going? Cheers for liking the live. Where is this one being played? It's on BBC iPlayer. You can watch it. So yeah, if you want to watch the footy tonight with me, you can do it on BBC iPlayer or the BBC website, whichever one suits you best. Go and check it out. At least we've signed our first player of the season, El Hadji Diouf. Oh yeah, El Hadji Malik Diouf. I saw that. West Ham getting their recruitment underway. That's not bad going, is it? What is going on here? iPlayer's having a right laugh at the minute. Even though it is, you can actually watch it on iPlayer. Right, bear with. The losers tonight drop into the Conference League where they will play Hamrun Spartans of Malta. Hamrun Spartans of Malta. Okay. I just think of the old El Hadji Diouf that used to play for Liverpool and Bolton. Oh, he was a rat bag, him. He was an absolute rat bag. An absolute rat bag. Make no mistake. £19 million you've paid for Diouf. Wow. That is a lot. That is a lot. European football, where is it? Come on. Right, there you go. Team news. Blues boss David Healy makes one change from last week's first leg in Dublin. Chris Shields coming in to replace Dane McCullough, having served his suspension last week. So that would be John's back in goal. John's had a wonderful game last week for Linfield. He starts McGee, Hall, East or Shields. The captain Mulgrew, of course. Archer, Miller, Morrison and Fitzpatrick complete the front line. For Shelbourne, Joey O'Brien brings in Tyreek Wilson for James Norris. Norris was a little bit reckless last week. I think he picked up a booking as well in the game. He just kind of seemed a little bit all over the place. So for Shelbourne, it's Kearns in goal, Wilson, Ledwidge, Barrett, Caffrey, McInroy, Lunny, captain Coyle, Wood, Coote, and the goal scorer from last week, Odobiko. I'm surprised they've not put Boyd in there. Boyd did really well when he came back on. Boyd did incredibly well when he came back on. I would have been I'm surprised that we haven't seen Shells starting maybe the main danger man. I don't know why Boyd isn't playing. If you're a Shells fan, let me know why that might be. Maybe I've missed something. Right, okay. I'm all caught up now. Think. Kai, what do you do for work, mate? This. This. J-Star Trading, we do like having our pants pulled down over transfers. 124, Hansen to carry Norway tonight. I haven't seen yeah, I haven't seen anything about the ladies' football tonight. Mighty MJ, if Vince McMahon is the answer for Spurs, what on earth is the question? Answer me that. Pedri Lover, we've entered the boring stage of the season, especially with the World Cup done. Oh, behave yourself. Behave yourself. 124, who do you reckon, Norway or Italy? I would say Italy. Norway were pretty disappointing when I watched them earlier in the campaign. Joe, how's it going, mate? Good to see you. Reese, Tony Adams better than Vidic and Ferdinand. I think he's better than Ferdinand. I'd say actually no. I think you're right. Maybe I probably would say he's better than both of those. Tony Adams was brilliant. Gaz 8, I'll be back for the Rangers game against Panathinaikos. Good lad. Yep, I'll be on. Tom, don't reckon we're getting Isak. Why? Nothing's changed today. Nothing's changed today from yesterday. It's exactly as it was yesterday. Literally nothing has changed. Absolutely nothing. Rob, the 567 Rob can see Lin v Shells 0-0. I do think this one's going to be a low scoring one, Rob, yeah. Spurs TV, big up to your content and you in general, lovely person. Cheers, man. I didn't know you'd been watching for so long, given you've got 0 followers, but good luck to you. Cheers, I really appreciate it. Joe, have you been living under a rock? Why, nothing, literally nothing has happened today. Literally nothing new has happened. It was all confirmed by Ben Jacobs earlier today. Nothing different has happened. Absolutely nothing different has happened. Ekatike could still go to Newcastle. Ekatike could still come to Liverpool. Isak could still go to Liverpool. Talks ongoing. Isak could still go to could still stay at Newcastle. Joe, Isak's agents have claimed Liverpool are trying to unsettle him. No, they haven't. No, they haven't. Tom, yeah, I don't want this dragging on for a month. The real donut, can you do Reading Town on the 9th? I'll see, man, when we get closer to it. IDXYPZ, thoughts on Bowen and the new West Ham left back? I mean, he's highly rated. Yeah, Joof, he's highly rated. Lots of teams fancied him. Whether or not he ends up being the sort of player that can sort of take West Ham further, I don't know. I think Bowen is a wonderful player. Yeah, wonderful player. I think he maybe is someone who should have played at a higher level and could have kicked on a few years ago. Sam, who's playing? It's Linfield against Shelbourne in the UEFA Champions League. What do you mean check Twitter? There's literally nothing on Twitter about Alexander Isak's agents. And believe me, if Alexander Isak's agents had made a comment, mate, it would be all over socials. It'd be all over Sky Sports. It'd be all over everywhere. There's absolutely no way at all that his agents have made any sort of comment today without it being everywhere. Unknown if Liverpool do get Isak, though, hand them the trophy. Again, maybe we do get Isak, maybe we don't get Isak, but I think Liverpool's name's on the trophy either way. AM, any update on Isak? Nope, there's no update at all. Nothing has changed since yesterday. Absolutely nothing has changed since yesterday. Ben Jacobs came out and said it's basically exactly the same. Who's winning the golf, mate? Couldn't care less. In the nicest possible way. Know nothing about golf. Have no interest in golf. Don't watch it. Ostermorg, didn't we sign a talent today, Will Wright? Possibly. Yeah, I think Arsenal are still sniffing around. Excuse me. Ostermorg, anyway, his agent would never deny the rumours. It gives him better leverage in contract talks. I don't think he's interested in contract talks. Like I said, if all this was just playing Newcastle to get a better deal, it wouldn't have got to this stage. It wouldn't have got anywhere close to this stage. So, yeah. Rory, any live streaming of the game in the Republic? I think the only place you can watch it is Solid Sport, as far as I'm aware, and it's about 13 quid. Yeah. Ahmed, Man United will win the Premier League forever. That guy, Miles, are you going to say Ekatike is better than Gyökeres? I mean, I wouldn't have Gyökeres at Liverpool full stop. I honestly wouldn't have him. Like, I'd rather have Darwin Núñez over Gyökeres. Gyökeres is a very, very mundane footballer. Very, very mundane footballer. Jack, do you think we get Isak? I think, and again, I could be wrong, I think it's already been agreed. I think it's already been agreed behind closed doors. It's literally all been pre-agreed between Newcastle, Liverpool, and Alexander Isak. It's all been done. And what we're witnessing here is literally just kabuki theatre. Posturing. That guy Miles, we had this discussion before, didn't we? But let's see, what would you say if he gets 25 goals? If he gets 25 goals, then I'm wrong, aren't I? But, I just don't think he's going to get 25 goals. I just don't think he's getting 25 goals. Clips HQ, what game are you doing? I am doing Shelbourne away at Linfield in the second leg of the UEFA Champions League, first round of qualifying. Daz Reynolds, do you think Virgil will play some part against Milan? Yeah, I would imagine so. He's got to start pre-season at some point. That guy Miles, also have to say, Darwin, what a man. Listen, Darwin Núñez is a wonderful, wonderful footballer who contributes to Liverpool in far more than just goals and assists. His goal-to-game, goal-per-minute ratio in Portugal wasn't actually all that less than Victor Gyökeres's. It wasn't all that much less than it at all. Players like Bas Dost, Islam Slimani, Hulk, they've all had similar goal-scoring rates to Victor Gyökeres. So, like I said, I think Victor Gyökeres looks a better player than he actually is. So yeah, for me, Gyökeres is to me, Gyökeres is liked by people who don't really understand footy. I don't know why that's not coming up on there now. Sorry, Daz. I've got to try and keep that pinned. How can I keep that pinned? That's going to be a pain. That is going to be a proper pain, that. That guy Miles, believe, was 12 games different, but the goal contribution was 30 more between Jock and Núñez. This has to be rage bait. Why is it rage bait, mate? He was 24 in the Championship. What did he do in the Championship? He was getting outscored by the likes of Chuba Akpom and Andreas Weimann. It's laughable to suggest that he was absolutely brilliant in the Champions. In the Champions League, he got the game that everyone references. He got 2 penalties in a hat-trick against Man City, and he was playing up against an 18-year-old kid making his debut, Simpson Pussy. So again, you know, is Victor Gyökeres this wonderful player, or maybe has he just had a little bit of a, you know, been a bit fortunate, maybe been a touch fortunate. Is BBC Ireland on? BBC Ireland isn't on, is it? Oh, these are all radios, that's why. We need BBC One Ireland. I don't think it is, you know. No, it's not. It's not. Chimey, playing for Coventry and playing for Arsenal is not the same. Ah, exactly. There you go. That's exactly my point as well. That is exactly my point as well. Exactly my point. Jamie, I'm losing brain cells listening to some of these takes. I like I said, mate. I just don't understand why people think. I'm not saying he's like a terrible centre forward. I just don't think he's a £70 million centre forward. He's a lot of money for a player who hasn't really done it in a top league, and he hasn't really. He's still, you know, he's 26. There's a reason, isn't there? There is a reason why so many clubs have passed up on Victor Gyökeres. There's a reason why so many clubs have looked at Gyökeres and gone, actually, no, I'm all right. You know, I'm gonna pass. There's a lot of clubs who needed a centre forward. Right, let me try and sort this out now, because I don't know why I've not been able to get. It is. I mean, I can't. You can watch it on iPlayer, but it's just I'd rather watch it if we can on terrestrial TV. I would have thought that would have been the best thing. Dodgy box BBC regions Northern Ireland. To be honest, well, yeah, no, that's not my it's not my MO, mate. I'm on the old Virgin stuff. What we're missing? Ostermorg, isn't Osimhen 70 mil as well? Do you reckon he's better than Gyökeres? Osimhen is 100% better than Gyökeres. 100% better than Gyökeres. LFC fan, what game is tomorrow, mate? What game is tomorrow? The Women's Euros tomorrow, isn't it? Sweden. I think it's Sweden tomorrow. I think so. Yeah. I think it is Sweden. Oh, Sweden. It's Sweden-England, isn't it? It's England in the quarter-final. Have I not missed? Yeah, England in the quarter-final tomorrow. So we'll see. We'll see how that one goes. Right, we're 15 minutes away from kickoff. Has Longstaff joined Leeds United? Yes, I believe so. West Yorkshire last evening. How's it going? Good to see you. Good to see you. Here we go for Isak today. I reckon 1 hour after Ekatiki. Here we go. Well, yeah, I mean, it does look like that's something like that's going to be the case. LFC fan, see the Hibs game in Europe. What can I watch that on in like 10 days? I don't know, mate. I'll let you know when we get closer to the time. The 5% do you ever put money on, mate? What's your thoughts on Scandi Nordic footy? Yeah, keep an eye on the Scandi and the Nordic stuff. I've won a couple of quid on Malmo and Bodo in the past 48 hours or so. So yeah, I keep an eye on it. I know a bit. We've watched a bit on the channel here. We do live watch-alongs on the Nordic leagues. West Yorkshire lass, are we still thinking we are going for Isak? Well, I mean, all the sources are saying we are. Ornstein is saying that Liverpool are in direct communication with Newcastle and Isak, and if Ornstein's saying it and Romano's saying it and Ben Jacobs is saying it and everyone else is saying it, then who are we to say that that's not happening? Who are we to say that's not happening? Apparently, Joe's telling me that Isak's agents have come out and said something today when I've not found a single shred of evidence to suggest that that's the case. Daniel, no one cared who I was until I put on the mask. Oh, I love that film. I love that film. I was born in the dark. Oh, Ostermorg, we're doing Newcastle a favour, finally saving them from PSR. Joe, it'll all be true when the Liverpool Echo say it. Well, I'm just waiting for these. Where's these agent quotes, mate? Where's these agent quotes? Because you're telling me that they're happening. Lou, Isaac's a toffee. I've had them today. Newcastle fans lost their head yesterday. And today, to be honest. You do a pretty good Bane voice. I try. Misterios de la Humanidad. Linfield doble oportunidades. So, I don't know what that means, but I'm guessing Spanish. Good to have you, Misterios. AM, I think it's done, but just waiting for Newcastle to get Ekatike. Yeah, there's no world where Newcastle let Isak go without already having signed Ekatike. I just feel sorry for the Newcastle fans who actually think they're gonna get Isak and Ekatike. There's just no world that happens. Absolutely no world where that happens. I just feel really sorry for them. Joe, no way we pay 100 mil for Ekatike. I don't think so either. No, I think you'll get it done for about 75, 80. You'll get it done, and that'll include add-ons and things like that. I don't think there's a world where you're getting him for that. 100 mil, it'll be far, far less. 75 to 80. Maybe with a little sell-on fee or something like that. Lou, they rejected 70 though. I know, but do you know why that is? Like, I honestly, all it really boils down to this is they're waiting for Liverpool to come in. Eintracht Frankfurt aren't stupid. They want Liverpool and Newcastle bidding back and forth. If there's two parties trying to bid for your player, you're going to get a better deal. So Frankfurt aren't stupid. They're just trying to get the best deal for them, and it's better for them if Liverpool and Newcastle are bidding. But I guarantee you that there will be a resolution on this Isak thing. There'll be a resolution on this Isak thing, and Liverpool or Newcastle will walk away from that deal. So there'll only be one person interested. So there won't be a bidding war for Ekatike. It won't happen. That's what Frankfurt want. Won't get anywhere near that. Harley, how's it going, mate? Good to see you. You're worse than Anfield agenda. Mate, that is the biggest insult you could have said. That's absolutely outrageous. Take that back now. Take that back. Harley Sims, good lad yourself. Yeah, I'm alright. I'm looking forward to a bit of Champions League footy tonight. We got a bit of Champions League footy coming on. Sam, I think Liverpool and Newcastle are at war for Isak. Nah, they're not at war. It's it's pretty straightforward. I think. I just think they'll leave it be. Cheers for sending that through, Harley. Thank you. Appreciated. Fat Lad 123, his release clause is 86 million, so how could there be a bidding war? Well, again, I don't necessarily think it gets anywhere close to that. But obviously, Frankfurt want that release clause paid, and Newcastle and Liverpool, assuming they go ahead with it, would want him for less than that, wouldn't they? West Yorkshire lass, if there wasn't anything in it by now, talks would be stopped surely, but who knows. Listen, Liverpool don't approach Newcastle. Liverpool do not approach Newcastle unless they've had encouragement from Isak. There's number one. Newcastle don't approach Frankfurt for Ekatike unless they're relatively resigned to losing Isak. Doesn't happen. There's no world where João Pedro and Isak or Ekatike and Isak play in the same team. Any Newcastle fan telling you otherwise is talking out their arse. They're talking out their arse. Dale, good evening, fella. How's it going? Good to see you. Ornstein just said you sense that Liverpool want Isak because there is a possibility for him to leave. Exactly. Fat Lad 123, I'm a Newcastle fan. I actually don't know who's more dire, our fans or yours, to be honest. Listen, there's bad eggs in all fan bases, mate. Listen, and by the way, there's Newcastle fans getting very, very aggy about this whole situation. It wasn't that long ago you was giving all this to Nottingham Forest. I remember, not that long ago, you were saying to Nottingham Forest, oh, just accept this bid for Elanga. Just accept it. You know, your small club, it's not, you know, he wants to come and play Champions League football with us. He wants to make the step up. And now, all that little head-patting stuff, you don't like it from us. It's exactly the same thing. Exactly the same thing. Joe, am I bad, Key? Well, you're bad if you keep throwing Anfield agenda insults at me, yeah? Daniel, Coventry lost 5-0 today, so I need to take another break from football. Ozil or Payet, Premier League only? Ozil, yeah, comfortably. Daniel, Pogba or Neymar? For God's sake. Pogba or Neymar? Oh, I hate that. Probably Pogba. Do you think Man United can come back? Yeah, I would say they can come back. Why not? Take some years, but they can come back. Joe, Isaac's the Mackham Slayer. He can't leave. Gavis, RFS beat Levadia 1-0 in both legs. Yes, I saw. Oh, come on. I'm just trying to get iPlayer to give me the Shelbourne Linfield game. It'd be so much better if that was the case. Jack, not watching the Women's Euros quarter-final tonight. No, mate, no, I'm watching the Champions League. I'm watching Shelbourne against Linfield. Second leg. Big game. Really looking forward to it. Daniel, is the Mbermo deal off now? I don't know if it's off. There's rumours today that Brentford have put the price up. That Brentford have put the price up for Bryan Mbermo. They've said that basically, you know, we are adamant that Bryan Mbermo is worth at least what Man United paid for Matheus Cunha. And for that reason, they are expecting Manchester United to pay that sort of money. And if they don't pay that sort of money, then they won't get him. Very, very simple. Very, very simple. Jack the Borough Boy, England versus Sweden tomorrow. Yes, absolutely. Lou, Everton got Louise on loan. Have they really? Dougie Louise at Everton. Oh my God, that's a shocking signing. That is an absolutely shocking signing, Lou. 3-star Reds, big news, possibly breaking from the City ground. Morgan Gibbs-White could be staying, could be a big pay deal on the table. I don't like that. Daniel, I like Brentford, but I fear for their Premier League status. I think they'll be okay. Yeah, just about. I think it'll take some time, but I think they'll be okay. Lou, nah lad, when you red cuts come knocking, it's a different knock, you know. Personally, I reckon Isaac forces it. I agree. Ostermorg, what if Isaac starts getting back injuries? Well, he will, won't he? This is the thing. I actually think that what's happening right now is Liverpool are basically saying to Alexander Isak, listen, you're going to have to play this trump card that you've got now. You've got a little card up your sleeve, and your card is basically, I'll put a public transfer request in. And if they do that, if Isak does that, if he puts a public transfer request in, it's really bad news for Newcastle. It has massive negative financial consequences for Newcastle. So Newcastle will want to avoid him doing that. They don't want him to put a transfer request in. If they do, or if he does, it makes every negotiation for Liverpool and Isak much easier. Because at that point, Newcastle have to sell him. They have to sell him. At the moment, it's reasonable to assume that he's privately communicated he wants Isak, he wants to go. He's just privately said it, just to the club, just to the people in the club. That's it. Stephen Brady, will you show the match? I can't show the match, Stephen. I'd love to show the match. If I show the match, I get the channel banned. I literally get the channel banned, so I can't show it, mate. I'd love to show it. My views on my subscribers would probably go through the roof, but I really can't. I'm sorry, mate. Ryan, what channel is it on, lad? It's on BBC iPlayer, mate. You can watch it on iPlayer. If you're outside the UK, I think you might need to watch it somewhere else. I'm not entirely sure where. I think Solid Sport was one of them, but you might have to pay for it. But it's free. It's on BBC iPlayer. Robbo, enjoy Ekatiki, mate. The Mags are keeping Isak. If that's what happens, I'm fine with it. It's fine. We'll still win the league. It's not a problem. Let's face it, he's a Swedish lad who has no real loyalty to Newcastle, and rightly so. He should go. I think he will. Yeah, this is it. This is what Newcastle fans are getting a little bit hung up on. Just don't think he stays, to be honest. But what do I know? Come on. What is going on with this bloody iPlayer nonsense? Yeah, no, that's not happening. Right, well, we'll just put it on BBC iPlayer on here then. Because it is at the very least on here. Watch live. Okay. Well, we're live at Windsor Park for this one. Let me see if I can get this. I want to just make sure this actually does still work. The Awakening Shelbourne in normal time. They were miles better last week, but didn't take their chances. I agree. Yeah, I agree. I'm surprised Boyd isn't playing. Odabeko was good up front, though. He did all right, but it was a different game. As soon as Boyd came on, it felt like the game changed. And obviously, he was part of creating the goal, wasn't he? So, yeah, it was interesting. It was very interesting. Right, okay. Hopefully this still works then. Georgina, Mon Blues, good to see yous. How's it all going? We're very, very close to kick-off here now. Very, very close to kick-off. Oh, false start. And we are off now. There you go. We're off. We're underway. You'll love to see it. Daniel, can you give some neutral optimism ahead of the new season regarding the state of football? The state of football. It's utterly corrupt, but we love it. And there is still a chance for... And do you know what? I will say this. There's a lot of people who will say that football's rigged, and it's, you know, we've had people in this chat, funnily enough, haven't we, who said football's rigged, it's all set up, it's all theatre, it's all planned, it's all scripted. It's not been the case. We've seen big surprises in football, and yeah, I do think the romance of football still lives. The Awakening, I agree, Boyd was a handful, but he'll be on second half, mate. I agree, yeah, absolutely agree. Linfield with a chance. Oh my God, off the line! Oh my God, very, very nearly 1-0 to Linfield. How has that stayed out? That would have been sensational. It was McGee at the back stick. What a start that would have been. An absolutely wonderful ball floated over to the far post off the free kick. It was knocked back across goal, and somehow, how does that stay out? It lobs the keeper. The keeper's in no man's land. The ball is literally under the crossbar. And does he head that over? Oh, there's a flick on at the back post. It's Hall who kind of gets his head on it, but there is a flick on from the defender just in front. I didn't just see who it was. It was a Shells defender just in front. Got a little flick on it. It was such an important flick to keep it away from Hall. Wow. What a start that would have been for Linfield. Absolutely sensational stuff, that. Absolutely brilliant. Daniel, 7:45 kickoff is proper Champions League. Yeah, it's brilliant in it. That's what we want to see. That's what we're about on here. Right. Sorry, let me catch up with everything on TikTok. Ostermorg, Isak isn't the most loyal player. Like, he's been at 9 clubs, I think. Well, he's been at Malmo, Dortmund, Sociedad. Is it Herenveen he was at for a little bit? He's bounced around a little bit, hasn't he? Yeah, he has bounced around a little bit. CD, I think fans, as we get too attached to players, they're an asset and go to the big trophies and big money. And at least Newcastle are getting a big fee if he goes. That's true. Very, very true. Okay. Well, ball's going out to play here. Shells throwing deep inside their own half. I have backed Shelbourne to win here. Or to qualify at least. Maybe not to win, but I did think they would qualify. I thought it would be a closely run thing. Maybe low scoring, but Shelbourne would just about go through. Maybe even in extra time. I fully expected David Healy and his men would apply a little bit more pressure than they did in the first game because they couldn't really apply much less. It was a pretty poor performance from Linfield in the first leg, I thought. But Shells are coming forward here now. I think any Shelbourne goal probably kills it because Linfield didn't have too many chances going forward. I think one goal might just kill it. Oh, and Lan, by the way, I didn't know Lan had knocked out Auda. Lan had knocked out Auda in the Conference League. They knocked him out on penalties. That is huge. Absolutely huge, that. Matthew, as a Shells fan, would rather we lose because we get an away trip in Malta. Way better experience than Azerbaijan. Is that what have you got an Azerbaijani side if you go through? Or is that just the guess about where you might end up? I mean, I know, yeah, Hamrun's Spartans, isn't it, in Malta if you go out. Do you go to the away games, Matthew? That'd be quite a cool trip. That's one of the places I've never really been to, Malta. The Awakening, the Irish League, is a good standard Friday night league football in the summer. Get yourself over. I'd like to. I would like to. I've got to be honest, mate. That's one of the few places I've not been to watch football. I've been all over Scotland, all over Wales, been most places throughout Europe. Well, most places would be an exaggeration, but I've been lots. I've been lots of places throughout Europe. Never been to Ireland really and watched a game of footy. I've been Dublin and done the whole, Guinness factory and all that sort of thing. I've done all that, but I've never really done Ireland properly. I'd like to. There's more to Ireland than this. That's about the extent. I'm a massive Father Ted fan, so I'd probably, I don't know. I'd like to go and see more of that side of Ireland, though. Cork's meant to be beautiful as well. I've heard good things about Cork. Daniel, have you been to Baku? I haven't been to Baku, no. I've done a little bit of Eastern Europe, though, but I've not been to... I can't say I've been to as far as Baku. 3-star Reds, Forest lining up a move for Douglas Luiz, apparently. 100k a week wages could be a stumbling block, but Forest may even consider matching that to convince Gibbs White to stay. I thought Douglas Luiz had signed for Everton today. We've got an Everton fan in the TikTok chat who told us that Douglas Luiz had signed for Everton on loan. Again, he could be wrong, but that's the information we got earlier tonight. Daniel, what do you think of teams having special transfer relationships like Arsenal and Chelsea? What, just Chelsea giving Arsenal all their old junk? Yeah. It always puzzles me a little bit, that. I don't like when Premier League teams give each other, too many players like that. I don't like it. Matthew McGloin, no, 100. Am I pronouncing your surname right, Matthew, by the way? I apologise. Is it McGloin or is it McGloin? McGloin. That sounds more Irish. I think I might have got it wrong the first time. Apologies if I have, by the way. We 100% an Azerbaijan team if we win. Go all the away games. Went to Gibraltar for Shells last year for Conference League. Who was that against? Was that Was that Manchester United or someone like that? They've got all sorts of mad names over there in Gibraltar, haven't they? The Awakening Shamrock Rovers Stadium is class. I'm a Rovers fan. Play good pass and move footy. Nice. Like that. Aina Fallon, come to Athlone, mate. That is real Irish football. Is that Gaelic football? See, I would actually quite like to go to that. I would actually quite like to go to that. Different type of footy. Isaac just started following LFC and Salah on Instagram. Yeah, I don't think that has happened, to be fair. I'm kind of with Joe on that one. Ostermorg, would you rather Isaac and Fofana or Ekatike and Rodrigo? Probably Ekatike and Rodrigo, yeah. Pedri Lover, Inter Miami, 5 points off the top, 3 games in hand. Inter Miami are away tonight, aren't they, as well? 3-star Reds think Everton are looking at a loan deal, but nothing as yet on the sites. In football, things can change very quickly. That's very true. Yeah, very true. Shelbourne are pushing forward here, and it's a good bit of footy good bit of defending to break up play by Linfield. They are winning most of the second balls, Linfield, I've got to say. It's been a good start. Very good start from Linfield. Probably should be 1-0 up. Oh, and Coyle's gone down here. I don't know if it's cramp or maybe if he's picked up a knock. But Skipper's gone down. Yeah, he might have to go off here. This isn't looking good. Just having a word with the physios, but it might be that the Shell skipper might have to be off. No, it's football, but we are absolutely gashed at the moment. Breen Irwin can't get this game anywhere. Ridiculous this day and age, asking people to pay. I agree, isn't it? Like 13 quid on Solid Sports or something like that. Free in the UK on iPlayer. As frustrating as that is, I know. If you're a Shells, I'm watching this just for the love of football. That's what I do on this channel, by the way. Just watch games of football every single day. We watch live streams and we talk shite about footy. So if that's your thing, give us a like, give us a follow. But most of the time, we're watching, well, anyone really. Anyone. We've watched the Irish League, we watched the Norwegian League, the Icelandic League. When there's no footy on, it's called Premier League Dad, the channel, but we watch everyone. Serie A, Bundesliga, Championship, Football League, bit of everything. It's all good fun. Daniel Lehman would have to transfer with Douglas Luiz. Oh yeah, Alicia Lehman to Forest Ladies. She's not been that good in the Euros, though, has she, Alicia Lehman? Ryan Diabolical from Matthew. Breen Irwin live, hour and a half from Belfast. Oh, live, hour and a half from Belfast. Can't get it down here. Ridiculous, really. Can't even get it in Belfast. That's surprising. Someone told me you could on a, not on a dodgy box, but someone told me that you could get it on BBC Northern Ireland. You could get BBC Northern Ireland. It was broadcasting this. How true that is, I don't know. I'm not watching it on that. I'm watching it on iPlayer. Pedro Lover, hard to find games now with no World Cup on. No, absolutely not. No, there's still loads and loads of footy on. Jordi Fuentes, shocking Chelsea won 3-0. They battered him, didn't they? Absolutely battered him. Shell's finally knocking the ball around here. This is much better. Linfield not quite able to press as early as, or as well as they did in the opening 10 minutes. And, you know, and ultimately, I mean, Joey O'Brien will be looking at this and just thinking, lads, just keep hold of the ball. Don't take too many chances. You know, they've no need to go and kill this game off. I wonder if they will. I wonder if they'll try and commit some more bodies forward and try and kill the game off early. But as it stands, they're kind of struggling to get out their own half. Linfield are pressing incredibly well. You'd expect that in front of their own... Oh my God, the keeper has given it away. Oh, have you missed it? Oh my God, the keeper has just had an absolute howler for Shells. He's had an absolute howler. He give the ball away. Honestly, this is as bad as it gets from a keeper point of view. He goes to pass the ball, and it's like he just has a brain fart mid-pass, and he kind of like falls into the ball. The ball rolls into Fitzpatrick, the Linfield centre-forward, who tries to lob him from a good 30 yards out. Oh, and it just wide of that far post. There was no keeper in the net. The keeper was outside the penalty area. Outside the penalty area, the ball rolls to Fitzpatrick, and he knocks it wide. Oh, so gutting, you know. Georgina, so upset I couldn't make the match, but this is better than forking out 13 quid. Well, I'm free, if nothing else. I mean, I'm not much good, but I'll tell you what's happening. Matthew McGloin, did Mark Coyle go off, or was it just a knock? It was just a knock, I think. I didn't see him go off the pitch. I think I can see him still there, actually. Let me just double check. I'll verify. Yeah, he hasn't gone off yet. He hasn't gone off. He's in fact, he's on the ball now. There he is. I knew I hadn't seen him go off. 3-Star Reds game is on BBC Northern Ireland. Just flashed up the screen on iPlayer. Right, okay. Tamalan, how's it going? Good to see you, Tamalan. Ali, which team do you support? Well, I'm a Liverpool fan. I'm not a fan of Shelbourne or Linfield. I'm a Liverpool fan. So, yeah, I'm just watching out of the love of football. That is what we do on this channel. Geordie, Kilmarnock versus Livingston. Who you got? I'd always back Livingston. They are my new Scottish team. Yeah, so I'd go for Livingston. But I'm not going to be watching it, mate. It's not really my pick, that one. Jake, thank you very much for sending those through, mate. Good to see you. How's it going? Evening. Daniel, how do I find it on iPlayer? I just search Linfield, Shelbourne, BBC iPlayer. Up it'll come. Ronnie Dodge, United wearing the purple away kit against Leeds Saturday. Yeah, the old Parma Violets. Ali, do you prefer any, or are you completely neutral? I would say I'm completely neutral. Yeah, I haven't really got a preference for Linfield or Shells. I enjoy watching football. I love watching football. I'm intrigued. Banovsha, Asgarova, Karabakh. What about Karabakh? Karabakh aren't playing, are they? I'm really surprised that Auda got knocked out by Lan as well. Really surprised by that. John Butlin, yo, do you think Isak is going to Liverpool? At this rate, yeah. If I had to, I'd say if I had to put a percentage on it, I would say I am 60% confident that Isak will be a Liverpool player by the end of the transfer window. About 60%, I would say. Not much in it, but yeah. I'm really surprised that he missed that, Fitzpatrick. It was an open net. It was literally an open net. I know it was 30 yards out, but the ball, all he had to do was get that on target. All he had to do was get that on target. Any goals? No, Sam, no goals. Still 0-0. Banovsha, there are many Azerbaijanis were. Pedro Lover, Rodrigo De Paul to Inter Miami. Jake, do you think Liverpool get Isak and Ekitike then, Key? No, we don't get Isak and Ekitike. We get one or the other. We get one or the other. Same way you do. I think you get one or the other. And like I said, I am of the opinion that it's 60% likely that Isak ends up there. Jake, you've gone in for Ekitike though. I know. I think us going in for Ekitike is effectively us hedging our bets, I guess, and almost just letting Newcastle know and letting Ekitike know that look, we're here. You're not just negotiating with Newcastle. You're negotiating with us as well. And yeah, we can plausibly deny that we have no interest in Isak, or we can plausibly deny to him that, you know, I honestly think Ekitike will be quite comfortable with that. I can't imagine him being uncomfortable with the idea that, well, I could get a move to Liverpool, But if I don't, I'll end up at Newcastle. Pretty content with that. Jake, I think Ekatike and Isak start for Toon. First home game, both scored against Liverpool. All right, well, I'm happy to do a forfeit to that extent. Daniel, you've tempted me with your enthusiasm. Banovsha, why are we talking about Karabag? It's Linfield and Shelbourne, mate. Right, okay, well then we'll just hide you, mate, because you're just doing everyone's head in, aren't you? Let's be honest. You're just doing everyone's head in. There you go. All the Azerbaijan spam has gone. Zoya, I like Isak. You like Isak? I like Isak. Shelbourne with the ball in. It's straight into the keeper's hands. Johns had a really, really good game in that first leg, didn't he? And he's done really well there to get the ball straight away out to Linfield for a counter-attack here. Oh, and they just slow it right down again. It's not good enough. They need to get the ball into the thirds much, much faster. It was a lovely little move, that, by Johns. He got the ball straight out and threw it out to East. East was then carrying it forward. But as soon as he got to anywhere close to the edge of the box, he just stopped and turned round and passed it back. It's really frustrating. Geordie, Darwin Núñez should have a better season with Liverpool, or he is done this year. I think Núñez leaves, sadly. Yeah. Jake, apparently Saudi are fuming with him many times. They've said Isak's not for sale and told all Saudi clubs not to deal with Liverpool for any players. Yeah, I saw that report as well, and it wasn't even an article. It was literally, I saw the original tweet from a Newcastle fan. The original tweet from a Newcastle fan. It's made up, mate. It's absolutely made up. It's made up nonsense. Cyclops, because it actually said on the tweet, didn't it? It said it was said by Romano. Any games on today? Yes, I'm watching one. Shelbourne against Linfield. Shelbourne against Linfield. Cyclops, most nostalgic place to visit in the UK. For me, Land's End or Cornwall, anywhere down that way. Daniel, what do you think of the Arsenal murals being defaced and removed? Have they actually been removed? I knew they'd been defaced. Oh, that's wonderful play. Shelbourne into the box. It's a claim for a penalty, but it's cleared away. Wilson getting into the box. Good little run forward. Paddy, are you keeping an eye on Norway, Italy? No, I'm not. I am only watching Linfield and Shelbourne. I have got Norway and Italy on like flash scores. So if anything happens, if there's any goals, I'll hear about it. But I'm watching Linfield against Shelbourne. And it's been a pretty... Well, I wouldn't say it's been dull. Actually. It's been an alright start to the game. It's going to be a throw into Shells. Oh no, throw into Linfield, actually. It was Coyle who forced the player out. I think it was East again on that left-hand side. I tell you what, we got plenty of Azerbaijanis in tonight. I don't know why we've got the Azerbaijan Karabag fan club in tonight. Paddy, England will play the winners of that. Well, assuming England get past Sweden tomorrow. We're live watching England and Sweden tomorrow. I'd be amazed if England get past Sweden with ease. It's going to be a difficult game, that one. Sweden have been fantastic. Mahin, what game are you watching? I am watching Linfield against Shelbourne in the Champions League, mate. And Linfield just swinging it over to the far side. Those crosses have given Linfield, some joy. I've got to say, those long balls into the box, Shelbourne haven't really dealt with them. Odebeko picking it forward now. Really, really good play. Shelbourne on the counter-attack. Can they make something of this? User 786, Isaac to Liverpool. There's a chance. There's always a chance. Always a chance. Three-star Reds, plenty of Banksy wall art attempts last night, apparently on the stadium wall at Selhurst Park during the protest match, apparently. Honestly, I just don't see it having a particularly happy ending for Palace, sadly. And I wish it did, because I think it is quite sad what's happened to them. Stonace Odebeko is going to score. Well, he did in the first leg, and he's picked up some good positions in the opening 25 minutes here, but they've not really been able to get the ball to him. You know, most of the opening chances in this game have come from Linfield. There's a claim for a penalty there. You're not getting a penalty for that. So again, long lofted high balls into the box are causing Shelbourne some problems. Linfield have had probably the best chance of the game from one of those long balls into the box. But they're not really able to do a whole lot because they can't break through Shelbourne's midfield. Darren Collins, are you going for anyone? What do you mean am I going for anyone? I would say at this point, I think Shelbourne are going to qualify, but I don't know if they do it in 90 minutes or not. Ball played over to the far side. It's in. Oh, Shelbourne have done it. It's 1-0. What a start that is. Wonderful shot from the edge of the area. It's an absolute rasper. It's 1-0 to Shells. And it's 2-0 on aggregate now. And that's going to be a difficult one to get them back into it. It's, is it Coot? Is it Coot who scored it? Great finish. Really, really good finish. Ball got played through on the left-hand side. Again, Linfield giving the ball away in midfield. We've said it a number of times. They've given the ball away in midfield. They just can't quite keep hold of it. And the ball falls on the edge of the area. Coot picks it up. One touch to set himself and then drills it low and hard past Johns in the goal. Goes through a couple of players' legs, so John's probably unsighted. But a really, really good start. And, yeah, Alistair Coote put Shelbourne 1-0 up. 2-0 up on aggregate. Ryan, who was it? It was Alistair Coote, mate. Alistair Coote with the goal. Drills it low into the bottom left-hand corner. John's no chance. Straight through the legs of the Shells defender. Hot drop thought Harry Wood scored. No, it was Alistair Coote. It was Caffrey who laid it off to him, I think. Caffrey with the shot initially. Now, can Linfield get it back? Can they get it back? It's going to be the challenge, isn't it? That guy, Jack, do you think Wirtz will make his debut v Milan on the 26th? Possibly, yeah, I would imagine so. He's starting playing quite regularly in training and stuff. So, yeah, I guess so. FM No Casuals up the Irish. Reece, what a duo. Mental to think it's going to be Kevin De Bruyne and Scott McTominay in midfield next year for Napoli. I know. Mad, innit? Mad. And Billy Gilmore with him as well. And maybe Darwin Núñez, who knows? Oh. Hot drop, I'd say this is very unlikely for Linfield now. First goal was much important. Think Shells see this out now. Yeah, to be honest, I said something similar around the start of the game. Oh, straight over the bar, unlucky. Just over the bar. Yeah, unlucky again. Odabiko getting some good positions. If anything, I think Shells might be able to kill this in the first half. If they get a second, that might just be it done, you know. Reese, Prem Dad with the transfer talk tweets. Prem Dad Romano. Daniel, what did you think of Liverpool against Preston? It was obviously an emotional occasion, wasn't it? The first game since Jota's passing. And, yeah, it was always going to be sad. Always going to be sad. 3-star Reds, a good tip. While watching football, wait until half-time before making a cup of tea. Why have you missed the goal again? Andrew Kavanagh, come on, Shelbourne. Well, it's looking like Shells are going through here. Linfield are going to have to do something very, very special. And if I'm honest, they're not really getting enough of the ball. They're not picking anywhere near enough of the ball up. That's been a real challenge for Linfield in both games, to be honest. Whenever they've picked the ball up, they give it away far too easily. And, you know, you could say that Shelbourne they've been better in midfield. They've been stronger, maybe a touch more athletic, a bit more physical. It's not been through a lack of trying. Linfield have pressed very, very well from the front. And they'll just rue that early couple of chances missed. Because, yeah, they had a chance where he literally just under the crossbar. Oh, it would have been such a good opportunity for him. If they stuck one of those two early chances away, Linfield could have made it. They could have made something of the game. Jordi Fuentes, who do you think will win the Premier League? You think Arsenal will be higher than City in the table? No, I think it's between Liverpool and City. I think Chelsea are perhaps more likely to finish above Arsenal. But we shall see. That guy Jack Walsall 1-0 up versus Villa in the friendly today. Wow. Reese can't wait for the next Arsenal player announcement. Noni Madueke. Dodo 1905. What do you think about Galatasaray to buy Osimhen? We can't get him. Isn't that more to do with Napoli refusing to negotiate? I think it's more to do with that, isn't it? Again, a massive thank you. If you have already subscribed, if you have already liked and shared the live on YouTube, if you're watching on TikTok, get over to YouTube, give us a like and a share. Follow me on X as well. I'm live. I tweet every single day on X. I've got 5,500 subs on YouTube, 5,500 or whatever on TikTok, and Christ, I've got about 150 on X, Twitter. So help a poor guy out. Right, Kearns has gone down here in the Shelbourne goal. I think he's probably still panicking over that chance that he basically put on a plate for Fitzpatrick within the opening 10-15 minutes. Dodo, yes it is. I swear I'm going to go there myself now. Hope it's going to finish today or tomorrow. Kruger thinks you think Arsenal are going to struggle to get top 4 this season? Oh, I don't think they'll struggle to get top 4. Kearns is going off here now. That could be huge. Yeah, Kearns going off. I mean, I'll be honest. Obviously, he's the starting goalkeeper for Shells, but Shells' second keeper isn't amazing, to be honest. But isn't it true that that's not Linfield's first? I don't profess to be anything. You know, I'm not an Irish football expert, or an NIFL or a League of Ireland expert. But my understanding is that now both teams have their second choice keeper on the pitch, because I don't think John's is first choice for Linfield, and he's had a couple of decent games. But here's Healy coming on. Is he any relation to David? I can't see it, obviously, because he's playing for Shells and not for Linfield. Anthony Fitzpatrick can't get the match anywhere here in Dublin. It's a joke. Is it a good crowd at the game? I mean, let me have. Yeah, it's not bad. Yeah. I mean, what's the capacity at Windsor Park? Let's see if we've actually got an early attendance figure, because it's 18,500 capacity. I think you may be looking at maybe 5 or 6. The full stand, basically, as you're looking at the pitch, the full stand is empty, but there's a lot behind the goals, and it feels like maybe there's a touch kind of behind the benches as well. So, yeah, maybe 5 or 6,000. Doesn't look like there's too many. Oh, there is a few in the top stand there. That's where all the Shells fans are. Oh, well, maybe then. Maybe it's more like 7 or 8. It might be half full. C. Foster, who out of the promoted 3 do you think will be the best? At this moment in time, I would say Sunderland. Yeah, Sunderland seem to be doing okay, don't they? Picking up some decent signings. Hot drop, Latvian Healy. Right, okay. So he's no relation to David. It was a stretch. I know, it was a stretch, but I just thought Healy. I thought I'd ask the question. Yeah, Latvian Healy, 25 years of age. Ex-UC Dublin player. He only actually played 3 games for Shells. All right, there you go. Jordi Fuentes, Kilmarnock 1, Livingston 0. Deadly AT, Shells were only allowed 1,300 tickets, which they sold out. Yeah, I was going to say, you can see on the top tier there, it looks like Shells have sold that allocation out, and maybe more, because it is very well attended on that top tier. But as far as Linfield's attendance goes, it looks like it's kind of more pronounced at both ends. Maybe there's some behind the benches. I can't see that, but it looks like there's quite a bit behind the goals, and then maybe some behind the benches. But Shells are on the opposite side of the pitch as you look at the ground. Georgina around 8.5 at the game, which is incredible for us. That's brilliant. Georgina 7,000 for the Blues, over 1,000 for the Shells. Yeah, that's brilliant, isn't it? Yeah, so near enough half full at Windsor Park. It's good to see. You'll love to see it. Rowan Brown, where are you watching the game? You can watch it on BBC iPlayer for free if you're in the UK. If you're outside the UK, then I don't know what to say to you, mate. I'm really sorry. It seems a lot of people are struggling to find this one outside of the UK without having to pay a fortune for it. But it's free. It's broadcast free in the UK. That was really smart play by Odobiko again, holding the ball up. But Shells have got they've got real control of it now, I would say. They've got real control. Anthony Fitzpatrick would have loving to get up to the game in Belfast, should have pulled a sickie in work. Come on, Shells. Well, yeah, it certainly looks like Shelbourne are cruising into the next round, where you will meet, according to one of your own fans in the chat earlier, you're almost certain to meet an Azerbaijani side. Whereas if you go out, I mean, from a Linfield perspective, Linfield looks like you are meeting, if you go out, Hamrun Spartans of Malta. So if you're looking for an away trip, that's not a bad little trip at all. Go into Malta at this time of year. That'd be lovely, won't it? Absolutely. Oh, here we go. Hang on. What's this? Hot drop, Karabag for the winner. Is it actually Karabag for the winner? All right, okay. If it's Karabag for the winner, then yeah, Shelbourne. That's not a great trip. JMT 2013. Hi, how are you? I'm good, mate. How are you? Good to see you. Shell's coming forward again here now. Lovely ball forward into the channel. The game feels a little bit flat since that goal has gone in, I've got to be honest. There's not... Shelbourne keeping the ball well. They're not taking any risks. Linfield maybe not pressing as high or as hard as they were in the opening 10-15 minutes that got them those 2 wonderful chances. Daniel, are you watching the boxing on Saturday? No, I'm not. Oh, here we go. Linfield could be in here now. This would be a wonderful chance if you can keep it onside. Oh, really unlucky. Really unlucky again. Shelbourne giving the ball away in midfield. Both sides guilty of that. And Linfield pounced and just out of nothing, really. Out of nothing. Just a simple ball straight through the middle. The two centre-backs parted like the Red Sea. Ledwidge and Barrett parting like the Red Sea. And I think it was Morrison, was it? Callum Morrison was clean through on goal. And just couldn't quite have the pace. And he got barged off it, I think, by Ledwidge, who recovered. Yeah, sorry, Daniel, are you watching the boxing on Saturday? I'm not, mate. No, boxing, again, boxing isn't really my thing. I'm an absolute nerd when it comes to footy. I watch football every single day on this channel. As you know, we watch live games from all around the world. That is what we do. But boxing, cricket, tennis, golf, people have asked me about them. Not my thing. Daniel, what was your favourite European away day? Favourite European away day? Probably Seville. I talk about it a lot. Liverpool away at Seville. We were 3-0 up. We ended up drawing 3-3. It was about 8 or 9 years ago. It was a wonderful trip. Seville's probably my favourite place in the whole world. Favourite city in the world. Absolutely cracking place. If you've never been, I would fully recommend it. So yeah, beautiful place. It was like I think it was like maybe a September or October Champions League game. So it wasn't too cold. It was just nice. It was absolutely beautiful. Absolutely beautiful in Seville. Gorgeous. And yeah, I went over there with my mates and we had a cracking time. It was a lovely time. We had traditional paella and all sorts. It was absolutely fantastic. Loved it. My least favourite would be Rome. I did not like Rome. Rome as a city, massively overrated. Some beautiful parts to it, but massively overrated. It reminds me a lot of Paris in that sense. And the Roma fans were... Yeah. The less said, the better. Make Linfield just like liquidated Rangers 2012. Totally poisonous support. Well, I've not experienced that. I can't say I can comment on it, mate, because the only Linfield fans we've interacted in the chat here have been actually really, really lovely. So I can't comment on that. Alberto Moreno disaster class that game. He had a few of them, sadly. He had a few of them. Shell's picking the ball up on the edge of the area here. Couple of good blocks by Linfield. It's coming up on half-time now. And I think Linfield just looking for that half-time whistle, maybe to get in, regather, regroup, maybe to see if they can try and get their heads back into this game. But yes, it absolutely was an Alberto Moreno disaster class, that game. 3-0 up, and we drew 3-3. And do you know what the worst thing was about that game as well? If you've ever been to the Ramon Sanchez Pizjuan Stadium in Seville, gorgeous stadium, very, very high up, very steep, and the away end is right high, really, really high up. It's like St James's Park, but there's no backs on the stadiums in Spain. Obviously, there's no roof. You just kind of you go up and the steps just stop. You can kind of look over the side and you're just there. Yeah, it's really, really steep steps down. Now, I've got epilepsy, right? And unbeknownst to me, in Spain, which they've started doing now in the UK, unbeknownst to me in Spain, when they score a goal, they kill the lights. All the floodlights go off. Well, they did it in that one anyway. All the lights went off, and then it was like a full-on light show. It was like strobes. And like, go, yeah, one of them sort of things. So I like this, hitting the deck, thinking I was going to have a seizure in the stands. And if I'd have had a seizure, I'd have been falling about 200 foot. It would have been a shocking day, that one. But yeah, no, it was all right. We managed. I managed for 3 goals. After the first goal, I kind of got the inkling that it was going to happen. Right, long ball forward from Johns, punted forward. Linfield pick up the second ball. They are getting bodies forward still. They've got 4 kind of floating around the box, and he's offside. He made a run far too quickly there. Kieran opts on Damien Duff. Still don't quite understand what happened there. Is there anyone who can tell me a little bit more about that? I mean, obviously, I'm sure there's been more sort of nuance to it in the 2-3 weeks or whatever it's been since he walked out. But it is a little bit mad, isn't it? What exactly happened with Damien Duff? Because the only thing I know is that he walked into training one day, literally walked up to the lads and said, I've taken you as far as I can. And that was it. He walked off. Gura, Zlatan is the best striker of all time. Nah, I wouldn't agree. Daniel, does Seville have much Arab architecture? Yes, it does. Yeah, it's a very... Is it arabesque, I guess the word? Yeah, I mean, to be honest, a lot of Andalusia is like that. Yeah, Malaga's beautiful, a bit like that. Malaga, Seville, all around that southern part of Spain. Absolutely gorgeous. Graham Cost... League of Ireland is a decent league, yeah. I mean, we've watched a little bit of it. It's been, to be honest, I think Shelbourne have done themselves proud in both games. They've been much the better team, I've got to say. They have been much the better team. Kieran Baines, hi mate, good to see you. How's it going? Hot drop, when the going gets tough, the duff gets going. David Flack thought he was going to say Istanbul. I didn't go to Istanbul. No, I didn't go to Istanbul. I was a little bit too young. Well, I guess I wasn't, because I'd been on European aways before Istanbul. So I don't know why I didn't go to Istanbul. We didn't go to Istanbul. I mean, as you would imagine, Liverpool's first European Cup final in like 21, 22 years, whatever, 21 years, wouldn't it? See, like, tickets were at a premium, so we were never able to get it. I think we could have gone to Athens and we chose not to. Which again was mad, even though it was only a couple of years later, but I can kind of understand it would have cost a fortune and my dad would have had to be paying because I was only fairly young. Hot drop, up the balls. Bohemians. Chimey, was Duff a player? Duff was a very good player. Yeah, Duff was a wonderful player. Very, very good player. I mean, he was better for Blackburn. I think he did all right when he went to Chelsea, but it was the wrong move for him, that. And then once he got to Newcastle, he was kind of, I would argue, he was all but done as a player. Right, well, there you go. It's a corner here now. We've got 6 minutes of added on time because of the injuries to Kearns and to Coyle. 6 minutes at the end of this first half, and it's a corner to Linfield. Again, it's a bit of a nothing ball into the channel, and it's been flicked on. It's gone out for a corner to Linfield. Can they do something here? Can they cause some problems? We've seen that crosses have caused Shells issues, so maybe they can pinch something before half time. If Linfield can get an equaliser before half time, there's every chance we make this an interesting game for the second half. Great ball in. It's flicked on. It's back to the far post. Recycled. They're going to try and get it back into the box, I would imagine. Floated back in, very long and high. It's come back to the corner taker on the far side. There's still 5 or 6 in the box if you can get it in. Don't dilly-dally, just get it in. What are you doing? That's a great ball. Oh, really unlucky. Far post. What's he give? Goal kick. Oh, that's unlucky. It's a lovely little floated, angled ball up to the far side. It's going to be a yellow card here for... What's he give? Has he give a penalty? I think he's given a penalty. Oh my God, he's given a penalty to Linfield here. Has he given a penalty? Oh, he has. It's handball. He's given a penalty. It's a penalty to Linfield. Oh my God, this could go. This could be huge, and it is. It's absolutely a penalty. It is absolutely a penalty. It's Wilson, the left back. He jumps up, and do you know what? I'll tell you something, it was a great ball hung up to that far post. It was a wonderful, wonderful ball Hall, who has had 2 big chances at the far post, he's caused chaos in the box when he's gone forward, the big centre-back. He gets in at the far post, and Wilson's got his hand up in the air like this. He's got his hand up in the air. What is going on? And it's a penalty kick here. It's a penalty kick. Bang on half-time. Bang on half-time. And it's Shields who's going to take it. And he sticks it away. It's 1-1 Sheffield. It's 1-1 Linfield. Linfield 1, Shelbourne 1. Put your teeth back in, Kee. Linfield 1, Shelbourne 1. And the tie is back on. The Champions League tie is back on. He put the keeper the wrong way. And, yeah, Shelbourne now have got to play with the second choice keeper. They've actually made a couple of changes, haven't they, Shelbourne? Because Gannon came on. Gannon came on for Mark Coyle just after I said he hadn't gone off. He actually did go off. So I must have missed that. But yeah, Shields has scored. Game on now. Herb FCB. My club is Cliftonville. Solitude is amazing. Graham Cost. I think Duff left because Shelbourne are losing money financially and they have to cut costs. So the team might have suffered. Duff is very headstrong. He's a decent manager though. There's rumours, isn't there, about Duff going to Brentford maybe to support Keith Andrews in that whole coaching setup. So we shall see. Hot Drop says Linfield needed that. Georgina says, come on, we have a chance now. Absolutely, yeah, back in it now. What a game this could be. As we head into the fifth minute of added on time. 5th of 6 minutes of added on time at the end of this first half. Shelbourne float it over to the far side. Linfield just have to stay in this now. They just have to stay in this. They could do with getting to half time, to be honest. But you can't deny they've had chances. I mean, that goal kind of came out of nothing. I mean, it was funny. Just a few minutes before, we were saying the game looks maybe not dead and buried, but it looks like it's going to be a struggle for Linfield to get back into it. They're really, really struggling to get back in. Daniel, I think you've spoken every goal into existence for this match. I know. One can only assume there'll be no more goals then. Sabri, will it end in a draw? What do you think? No, I think there's more goals in this. I really do. Joe, I heard Isaac's going in hiding from the Scousers as he feels intimidated. Mawson, going to my first ever Champions League game next Tuesday. Right, who are you watching? Oh, they've scored! Have I missed it? Shelbourne have scored. It's 2-1. Oh, what a shame. Just before half-time. Oh, we really wanted it to get to half-time, and it's McInroy, or McInroy, however we're pronouncing it. Oh, it's a wonderful goal, and it's 2-1 Shells. As quickly as Linfield are back in it, they're back out of it again, maybe. Oh, what a shame. It's a corner kick from the right-hand side. Shelbourne play it short, and it's a wonderfully worked move, I've got to say. It's a fabulously worked move. It's played short. It's 1-2 back to the corner taker. It's laid off to basically to the penalty spot. It's a total set-piece move, this. It's a well-worked training ground routine, and it's a fabulous finish. An absolutely brilliant finish from Kerr McInroy, the young Scottish midfielder. And there you go, Shells back in front. It's going to be a check, though. There's going to be a check on this. What is he checking for? I can't see there being a check on it. Maybe for offside, maybe for... The ref is checking something. We have got a possible VAR situation here. I wonder. For a shirt tug. That's what he's just signalled. He's just signalled it's for a shirt tug. Oh. There is a check. I think he's going to give it, though. I think he's going to give it. No, it's VAR. He's going to go and have a look at it. The ref is going to have a look at it. This one could be getting chalked off. Oh my God. This one could be getting chalked off for a foul in the build-up. It was a wonderfully well-worked move, but this one could be a reprieve here now. Let's just see. Let's just see. It's the number 3 at the back post. It's oh yeah. See, do you know what? No, that's gonna get chalked off. That is gonna get chalked off. It was East. East who has he is tracking McInroy. East is tracking McInroy. And I think it's Barrett. Is it Barrett or Caffey? Who is it at the back stick? It's Barrett. Barrett gets hold of East and he just gives him a little shirt tug, and that's enough for McInroy to get away. And by the time East has got away, no goal. The ref has chalked it off. It's a foul. It's ruled out. Let's get that chalked off on the scoreboard, and the game is back to 1-1. What an unbelievable first half this has been. What an absolutely sensational first half this has been. Shelbourne are complaining. They're not happy with it, Shells. They are not happy. Andrew, are you following Linfield? I'm not. No, I'm not. I'm excited, mate. I'm excited. I'm not supporting anyone in this. I'm really not. I'm a Liverpool fan. But I'm excited. But it was a foul. It absolutely was a foul, that. It was a foul. There's no doubting, as an independent, I have no horse in the race. I've got no skin in the game. There was a foul there. Barrett pulling back East, and the ref has gone and looked at it. He's had a look, and it's pulled. He's pulled it back. So it's 1-1. Goal chalked off. Sheffield Wednesday FC. Come on, Linfield. Does away goals count? No. Away goals do not count. This one will be settled in extra time or penalties based on goals alone. No away goals, says Hot Drop. Georgina's still alive. Burley hanging on, but still alive. That is the important fact. Burley alive, but still alive. They're still going. There is still a game on. Linfield coming up the other end here now. Can they nick one just before half-time? What an end to the half that would be. We're in the 55th minute here. There's only meant to have been 6. Smashed away by Shelbourne. They're just desperate for half-time here. And I tell you what, the ball boys are quick off the draw. They're very, very quick off the draw here. The ball boys throwing the ball back in quick to get it straight back into play. Linfield sensing maybe a chance to pinch one before half-time. It's a long throw into the box. Cleared out to the edge. Whipped back in. Oh my God! Ooh, it was nearly floated into the far post. And it's gone over, and it's half-time. Breathless first half at Windsor Park. An absolutely breathless first half. And it's Linfield 1, Shelbourne 1. 2-1 to Shells on aggregate. And, yeah, wow. Make of that what you will. We've now got a big second half to come. David Healy will be made up with that, won't he? He'll be absolutely made up with that. Carabag, he's back. Andrew Kavanagh, fair enough. I'm a Liverpool fan too. Good to see you, mate. Good to have another red on. We could do with another red. Imagine Isak to LFC and Ekatike goes Man U. Man U aren't getting an Ekatike. Have a day off. Have a day off. Ian Young, what happens with Isak, mate? I still think Isak is on, yeah. Chimey, where is Tolga? Tolga has messaged me on Instagram, I think yesterday, but I haven't heard. He's not been in the chat today, so I don't know. That guy Jack, I'm a red too. Arsenal, good lad. Jaden, man, don't scare me at all this season. What are you on about? AFCB zone, Petrovic, W or L signing for Bournemouth. I think that's a win, yeah. I think it's a fabulous signing. Absolutely brilliant signing. Right, okay, so listen, I want to get your thoughts. Anthony Fitzpatrick, I celebrated too soon, I did. I knew this would be a tense game. Daniel, I know you're not a fan of the boxing, but I thought I'd ask because it's the undisputed heavyweight title. I'll probably watch like highlights and stuff, and I actually don't mind watching the boxing, but I'm not up on it enough. Do you know what I mean? It's not really my thing. Like I can sit there and watch the tennis, but if you ask me who won Wimbledon, I probably couldn't. Well, I couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you who won Wimbledon. I know Wimbledon's finished now, innit? But I couldn't tell you who won it. But the final is something I would have watched previously. Right, what was I going to say? I had something to say then. That guy, Jack, I'm thinking Kepa was an okay signing, but it was random and not what we needed with Raya and Neto. Poole wanted Alvarez, but he wanted Salah's wages. Poole backed off and went shopping instead. Be yourself, Dylan. How's it going, Dylan? Good to see you. Good to see you. Jaden, Man United don't scare me this season. David Flack, Liverpool fan myself, mate. My first time on your channel. Found it by accident, but great so far. Want Linfield to win. You'll never walk alone. Good to see you, David. Great so far. That's a win. I'll take that. Thank you. Honestly, mate, we just watch footy on this channel. We will watch every Liverpool game. Or at least, yeah, I won't miss a Liverpool game. I'll watch every Liverpool game. But we do watch-alongs every single day from all around the world. So if that's your thing, give us a follow. Monumental Marsupial. What a name that is. Jesus wept. That officiating was horror. Why? Why do you think it was horrible? I thought he got both decisions right. And again, I don't have a horse in the race, mate. What are you complaining about? I thought the penalty decision was bang on the money. He had his hand like that. His hand was like that. It was miles up in the air. He can't not give a penalty for that. And then the other one, the goal being ruled out for the second one, it was a clear pull. It was a clear pull on East. An absolutely clear pull. Ali, I felt like both of those ref decisions were controversial. Maybe the first one was less harsh, but still, I don't think they were that. Honestly, I thought if they are controversial, refereeing decisions, then I feel really sorry for referees. To me, that is as cut and dry as you're ever likely to get. That is as cut and dry as you're ever likely to get. But hey, what do I know? I'm not a referee. Alex Macklin, Man United relegation battle. I can't see it. I can't see it, sadly. Daniel, brave but correct decisions by the ref. It can't have been easy to do that sort of stuff. Chimey, I will only join the Liverpool watch-alongs when you are losing. Oh, you big baby. You big baby. So we won't see you then. We won't see you for next season. when we go unbeaten and get the gold Premier League trophy. To be honest, it's going to be an interesting season. I do think there's going to be some twists and turns, as there always is in the Prem. But to be honest, I'm looking forward to seeing all the other leagues as well. I kind of missed out on the Bundesliga last year. Didn't watch enough Bundesliga until maybe towards the end of the season. I've got Liga Pass as well, so I watch all the French footy as well when it's on. La Liga TV, we've got that as well, so that one's an easy one because it comes through Discovery. David Flack, fun and games in Liverpool and Newcastle. Which one of the strikers would you want at Liverpool yourself? Personally, mate, I would prefer Isak, of course. I would prefer Isak because he's the finished product, isn't he? He is the better option. However, Ekatiki's 3 years younger and he's very, very similar. His numbers are similar. He peels off into that left channel just as Isak does. And this is why, do not let any Newcastle fan tell you for even one moment that they're going to try and play them together. It's an absolutely ridiculous idea. It's a mad concept. So yeah, no chance. Absolutely no chance. He's definitely an Isak replacement. And I think that Liverpool and Newcastle have already agreed, behind the scenes, a deal. They've already agreed a fee. And what we're witnessing now is Newcastle trying to get Ekatiki for a good fee and Liverpool doing their bit so that Newcastle secure Ekatiki and then they get Isak, because I think that's the catalyst. That's the trigger. Newcastle will have said, you can have him for this price, but only if we get a replacement for this price. So I think it's that sort of thing. So that's the catalyst. That's going to be the trigger. Daniel, does Ligue 1 have a broadcaster for next season? I don't know, actually. I mean, it'll be on Ligue 1 Pass. That's what I had last year. I subscribed to Ligue 1 Pass, which is basically you watch it all. You can watch it all for free. Well, not for free, but you watch it all with the subscription. So you can watch every game whenever you want on demand, plus all the highlights and stuff. But I imagine they will have select games, if nothing else. But we shall see. David Flack, I agree with you 100%, mate. I'd love Isak and Rodrigo. Me too, yeah. Augusta, hi, how's it going? Sheriff Beaker, combien le secours? I don't know what that means. Let's see what that means. I really need to learn the lingo, to be fair. If I'm going to be doing this job, I really need to start learning the lingo, don't I? Just be a multilingual. How much the help? That's in French. Combien le secours means how much the help in French. I don't know what that means. 1, 1, 1, 2. How much the help? I don't know what that means, Sharif. Sorry. I wish I could help you, but I don't understand. Joe, you'd prefer Isak. You've never said, mate. I know, but you're saying it like I'm just bringing it up randomly. Like, people are asking me the question. What do you want me to say? What do you want me to say? I can't talk about it, lads. I'm sorry. Whenever someone asks me about Isak... We've got a Newcastle fan in the chat, lads, who's very upset and frustrated that we're talking about Isak. Come on, Joe. If I get asked the question, I've got to respond. I can't not respond. Reece, almost a halfway line. Wonder goal in the Norway-Italy game. It's amazing. To be honest, most of the shots from distance have been a bit floaty in the Women's Euros. There's not been too many absolute raspers, and usually if you're associating a shot from the halfway line, it's an absolute, it's got to be a proper screamer, hasn't it? That guy Jack, why are you trying to take my golden prem? It's my only option for an argument. YHH, Isak too overpriced. I would prefer LFC get a centre back, left wing, or a striker. Need to get rid of players. We will get rid of players. There's players who will definitely leave. Joe, if he doesn't come, you're doing a forfeit, mate. I tell you what I'll do here. Because there's one thing that I've said is definitely not going to happen, and you and Jake have both said it might, right? If Newcastle end up with Isak and Ekatike, right? If you end up with Isak and Ekatike, I'll wear a Newcastle shirt for a month next season. On every live for a month. September. I'll do it in September. I'll wear a Newcastle shirt every single day in September on the lives. If you get Isak and Ekatike. I don't really know what I get if that doesn't happen. Joe, wear a Newcastle shirt while you watch a Sunderland game. All right, we will be watching Sunderland games during the month of September, I'm sure. Right, the players are they're not coming back out yet. They're still training on the, still just having the subs knocking it about on the pitch. I forgot we had the best part of 10 minutes at the end of the first half. Crazy end to that first half. Right, 1 second. Augusta, R.I.P. Diogo Jota and Andre Jota. Yes, absolutely. Very, very sad. Andrew K, go on Shells. Go on the Provost. Provost. I don't know what that is. Daniel, would you trade Rodrigo for Diaz? I wouldn't trade Rodrigo for Diaz, but if we sold Diaz and ended up with Rodrigo, that would be a pretty satisfactory outcome, yeah. Sheffield, thank you, Andrew, for your live stream. Andrew? My name's Kieran. Or Key. Most people just call me Key. Ali, he asked you, how much is the score, by the way, I'm pretty sure. Safe, do you think Linfield will beat Shelbourne within the next 45? No, sadly I don't think so. No, I think it's probably far more likely that Shelbourne Linfield got let off, didn't they? There was a foul in the build-up. And it was a foul, so they didn't necessarily get let off. But there was a foul, but I think that's maybe just delaying the inevitable. I think Shelbourne come out in the second half and they create some more chances. David Flack, Isak will be a pool player. A Newcastle fan will just have to dry his eyes. Reese, if Gyökeres gets 20 goals next season, you definitely have to do a forfeit. 20 league goals. 20 league goals. If he gets 20 league goals... See, 20 league goals isn't that much, though. All right, go on. 20 league goals, I'll do an Arsenal. I'll do an Arsenal kit for a live. That's about as good as I can promise. I'll do a Newcastle kit if they get Isak and Ekatike for a month. And I'll do Arsenal kits if he gets 20 Premier League goals. Because I don't think he is. I don't think he's getting anywhere close to it. Daniel, do you think Diaz had a purple patch season last season? Or is he that good? I think he's better than that. I actually think Luis Diaz in the right system could be even better than he was. I think he's a wonderful player. Just coming into his prime. I really, really like him. And I'd like to keep him. But I understand why he wants to leave. Because he's on peanuts for a modern day footballer. He's on 55k a week. Which, I mean, how's anyone expected to live on 55k a week? Do you know what I mean? JFC wear an Everton kit if Beto scores 10 or more goals. Fucking hell, 10. I'll tell you what I will do. I'll wear an Everton kit if Tierno Barry gets 15 or more. If Barry gets 15 or more in the league, I'll wear an Everton kit. Dr. Space, which squad in the Prem is best looking? Couldn't tell you. Don't know. It's not really my cup of tea, that, mate. If it is yours, then fair play. More power to you. But it's not really my thing. I couldn't tell you, really. There's some good-looking players in a lot of the squads, to be honest. There's some squads who, I bet Bruno Fernandes brings Man United's, average down a little bit. Then you look at Liverpool, Dominic Szoboszlai, good-looking fella. It's getting a bit erotic, this now, lads and lasses. Daniel, Arsenal kit with either Arteta or Gyökeres on the back. Oh, I'm not having Arteta. Safe, what channel is broadcasting the game? It is on BBC. Yeah, it's on BBC. King Sloth, Rasmus will outscore Barry this season. Apparently Newcastle are looking at Rasmus, or they were looking at Rasmus on loan. Parvin Gasimov, where are you watching the game? BBC. Dr. Space, thoughts on Morgan Gibbs-White to Spurs? It's a fantastic signing if Spurs are able to pull it off. Right, we're off. We're off for the second half here. We're off and underway. Let me sync the clock up. There you go. We're all synced up. Oh my God, they've done it again! The goalkeeper has had an absolute shocker again. Literally 30 seconds into the second half. He gives the ball away, and they give it away with him stood like 20 yards out of his goal. And the ball comes to Linfield. Linfield pressing really well at the start of the second half, the same way they did at the start of the first. And he has a shot from about 30 yards out. I think it's Fitzpatrick again. And the keeper just manages to get something to it. Dr. Space, what game are you watching, mate? I am watching Linfield against Shelbourne in the UEFA Champions League. Jay, Beto will be great too. You heard it here first. Parvin, the BBC doesn't show. The BBC does show, mate. It's live on the BBC. That's where we're watching it right now. Everyone on this live is watching it on the BBC, assuming they're able to. Sam Key, does Isak have a chance of joining LFC? Yeah, of course he does. Yeah, of course he does. Jamie up the shells. Saint Jagarden. Got a Jagardens fan in. Daniel, is the timer broken on your broadcast as well? Yes, the timer is broken on my broadcast as well. It's still saying 45 minutes on the BBC timer, which is funny, isn't it? Because at least my timer is actually working this time. The vast majority of the timer is what isn't working on mine, and is working on everyone else's. So at least it's sorted. Georgina, BBC iPlayer, not normal TV. But no, it is on, apparently it's on BBC Northern Ireland. I'm led to believe. I just haven't got it here on my Virgin Doofer. Jamie, who are you up for? Who am I up for? Is that, forgive me, Jamie, is that, because someone else has said that in my YouTube chat, is that like an Irish slang for who am I supporting? Who am I up for? Is that what that means? If so, I can't, I am totally and utterly neutral. I've got to say, Jamie, I'm totally and utterly neutral. I'm watching it for the love of the game. I'm just excited for whoever goes through. Shell's playing Karabag maybe in the next round. Linfield potentially playing Hamburn Spartans of Malta. We might even end up doing them games, to be honest. Usually they're the sorts of games we'll watch. So, yeah, I'm looking forward to doing the next round in the Champions League and the Europas and the Conference Leagues. I can't believe that. I really can't believe he didn't miss that. He didn't score that, sorry. Dr. Space, what is the best game you have watched in your duration of streaming? Phew, we've had a few, to be honest, mate. England and Germany in the under-19s, 5-5 was splendid. That was an incredible game. Yeah, England, Germany, 5-5. That was a fantastic watch. Trying to think of others that we've done. We've had some really good games. Really, really good games. The National League playoff final between Oldham and Southend was incredible as well. Absolutely unbelievable. The Lusk lad, yeah, how's it going? David Fitzpatrick, in 2018, Joe Cole was close to signing for Sligo Rovers. How do you think he would have performed in his later years in Ireland? Well, listen, I'm a Liverpool fan, David, so for me, Joe Cole's a ratbag who stole a living at Liverpool. So, yeah, I didn't think he was fantastic by the time he arrived at Liverpool. He obviously went on Lille and had a decent little spell at Lille, and then I think he went to West Ham and finished not long after that. I think if he'd have come to Ireland at that point, maybe before... I mean, if he'd have come to Ireland instead of going to Liverpool, that would have been wonderful. Yeah, I think you'd have seen the best of him. Liverpool wasn't really the right environment for him at that point. We had Roy Hodgson in charge, so in fairness to Joe Cole, I don't think anyone would have thrived. I don't think prime Messi would have thrived under Roy Hodgson at Liverpool at that point. We were an absolutely shocking side then. We nearly went down. Shelbourne are in on the far side. Could be... Oh, it's gone behind. It's going to be a goal kick. Oh, it's offside. Goal kick. Not goal kick. 1-2-4. Spain 6-5. Yeah, Spain 6-5 as well. That was brilliant again. That was another fantastic one. Kingsloth, was it Man United v Liverpool where Ahmad scored the winner? No, I wasn't live for that because I actually only started the channel in January of this year. So we've only been doing it January this year. So I missed all them games. I mean, I missed the 7-0. I always imagine what our channel would have been like because we've got a great little community here of fans from all around the world who watch us. I thought it would have been brilliant if we'd have done Liverpool 7, Man United 0. That would have been brilliant. One of the great games. Daniel, Joe Cole played for Coventry in League One and was average. We definitely got the worst of him. That sort of tail end of his career. But he was magnificent for Chelsea. I was so excited. He definitely falls into the category of one of those players that I was so excited when he signed for Liverpool and I was just utterly disappointed by what he produced. Balotelli was like that as well. I thought Balotelli was going to be a wonderful player for us. How wrong I was. Oh. Dr. Space, what's your favourite kit? I can't reach it. It's over there. I've got loads of kits around me, but my favourite one for Liverpool is the 97-98 green away one. I've just got it. It's just over there off camera. I get it out every other live. I got to show everyone, and it's probably getting a bit boring now. David, subscribe because you're a Pool fan. You'll never walk alone. Good to see you. Good to see you, David. And thank you for doing that. Parvin, do you think Qarabağ is better than them both? Yeah, I mean, Qarabağ have probably got a little bit more European pedigree than these two, I would say. In recent years, anyway. In recent years, Qarabağ have made it to the Champions League proper. They've made it into, you know, the latter stages of Europe and the Conference League and things like that. Shelbourne less so, you know, and Linfield less so. So I wouldn't rule out Shells knocking out Qarabağ, but it's a tough place to go, isn't it? Very, very tough. Listen, Premier League teams, you know, nobody enjoys that long trip to Qarabağ. It's a tough place to go, and yeah, they make it very, very difficult. So might not be too bad at this time of year because it's not like winter there. Kieran, I'm so glad Brentford have rejected Omari. There is a £35 million release. We still have him. They haven't really rejected it though, isn't it? Just because they've not been able to agree the payment terms. He's got a 35 million release clause. They've agreed to pay it, but they just couldn't quite agree how much of it needed to be paid. Georgina, it's midnight here in Dubai. Do you reckon it's worth staying up in the hope of a comeback or no chance? Well, I would say this, Georgina. If you wake up tomorrow and Linfield have gone through, how disappointed would you be? If you can live with that disappointment, I would say get yourself to bed. I don't know if you've got work in the morning or whatever. Dubai's a lovely place. Yeah, but if you've got work tomorrow, maybe go and get your head down if you think that you could live with that disappointment. If you couldn't and you'd be gutted if Linfield went through, then I would say stick with it. I would never have said that it would be 1-1 at this point in the game. Just 35, 40 minutes in. Yeah. It looked, to all intents and purposes, like Shelbourne were going to walk this game. And then you got a penalty out of nowhere. They got a goal ruled out. Linfield have had a couple of fantastic chances as well. You know, they've missed 2, maybe 3 pretty big chances. So there's more opportunities for Linfield. There definitely is. Daniel Dundalk beat both of these. Anthony Fitzpatrick subscribed also, mate, enjoying with a beer. Very nice. Good. Well, enjoy your beer. Enjoy your beer. It's one thing I've never had that. You wouldn't believe that at 35, would you? Never had a pint of lager. Strictly a whiskey drinker. I'm a shorts man. But I'm not really a big drinker, full stop. But enjoy your beer, mate. Chimey, City, Balotelli, or Everton Lukaku? Everton Lukaku was sensational. And even as me, as a Liverpool fan, he was unreal. Kieran Baines, either way, Key, I don't want him to leave. I still think Hutchinson probably goes, yeah. He looks to be the replacement that Brentford have identified for Windsor or maybe in Burmo. Parvin Gasimov, Man City is so overrated now. Give it time. City will turn it round. I'm not sleeping on him. Parvin, sorry, we've done that one. Augusta, I subbed. Thank you, August. Thank you. Really appreciate that. Georgina, pool day tomorrow, so I'll stick with it for now. Give it till 75 minutes. Give it another 25. Another 20, 25 minutes. See how you get on. If by the 80th minute they've conceded another, I'd say get yourself to bed. Kieran Carolan, if it was Shamrock Rovers, it'd be like 5-0 on Ag, but it's Shelbourne, not Shamrock Rovers. Parvin Gasimov, Club Bruges can beat them. Club Bruges are a good side. I watched Bruges against Rangers in a pre-season friendly just a week or two ago. Jamie Bell, what club do you support? I am a Liverpool fan, Jamie. Dr. Space, the next Coalbridge. Sweet Lord. Sabri, is there a goal coming soon? It doesn't look like it. No, both teams, again, just feels like after that first half, the end to that first half, it was so intense. There was lots that happened. Feels like both teams have come out in this second half and just tried to just calm it down, keep your foot on the ball, no mistakes, because it's so delicately poised, isn't it? Linfield know that if they concede again, the game is done. Shelbourne know if they concede again, then, you know, Linfield's tails are up and maybe they might end up going out. Shelbourne are still in control of this tie, but they don't want to take too many unnecessary risks. Hot Drop says, I'm back. Good to see you, man. Shelbourne with the ball in, cleared away by Linfield, and headed away again. It's last man stuff at the back. Kieran Carolan, I'm skipping Love Island for this game. What are you watching Love Island for? It's absolutely shocking. Oh no, what's happened there? Oh, he's just ran it straight out of play. Throw in to Linfield, deep inside their own half. Shelbourne, I think it was Ledwidge who picked the ball up and just he fell over his own shoelaces there. Fell over fresh air. That was the shot. You could just, they showed the camera angle. He just fell over, Ledwidge just fell over fresh air, nothing. Didn't slip. Literally just kicked fresh air and fell over. And you could see it slow motion. Shelbourne subs, there was about 4 Shelbourne subs stood behind him on the touchline going, what have you just done? It's a Champions League, mate. Come on, the world's watching. Don't be embarrassing us. Oh, that's not good enough, that one. Jamie Bell, did you watch the Club World Cup final? I watched a little bit of it. Not a lot. I kind of got a little bit fed up with the Club World Cup. To me, it's a big pre-season tournament. Yeah, big pre-season tournament. Thank you for sharing. Life is a highway. Appreciate that. Daniel, I hear Harrison has been playing a good game in Love Island. I might have to watch. Robert Dalglish thinks Shell should bring on James Norris. Well, we've had... Let me just see if there have been any other changes that I missed in the second half. There's not been any changes in the second half just yet. 15 minutes in. I didn't think there had been any at half-time, and there hasn't. So, yeah, I don't know. Sorry, what am I missing? Sure. How's Meepo playing? Is it Meepo? Meepo. Who's that? Is that a nickname for someone? Who's Meepo? Money on Shelbourne and Italy women's to win. Italy just went 1-0 up on Shelbourne. Need to cop on. Well, Shelbourne on the counter-attack here. Coming down the right-hand side. It's Wood. And it's Shields who puts the ball behind. It's going to be a corner to Shells. Oh, Odobiko. Sorry, Odobiko. He hasn't really seen enough of the ball. He hasn't really seen... He's pulled off to the left-hand side now. He was central for most of the game. But he appears to be popping up on the left more frequently. I don't know if that's a deliberate tactic from Joey O'Brien, but he was a lot more central in the first half, and now he seems to be peeling off to the left. I don't know if that's a deliberate tactic, but it does seem to be what's happening. But it's a corner here to Shelbourne. Whipped in. Chance! Cleared away by Linfield. It's all scrappy in the area, and they just about get it away. Just about get it away. Parvin, who do you think deserves Ballon d'Or? I'd be amazed if Mo Salah didn't get it, but it's all very, very political. Robert Dalglish, maybe Harry Wood should be replaced by... Nice try. Charlie Kingsloth, not to be rude or anything, but this guy said yesterday that he finds you annoying. Oh, I do, massively. I tell him all the time. Kieran, what station is it on? It's on BBC. Yeah, BBC. Oh, Odobiko into the box here. Cleared away. Good defending by Linfield. Glendale Ferrer, hi. What do you think? This match a draw? Could be. Yeah, could be a draw. I can't see too many. I think maybe one more goal in this game. It could go to Linfield and then go to extra time and penalties. Or Shelbourne get it and it kills the game off. So it's one of those two. Shelbourne, big chance. They've skied it. It's a good chance as well, that. Really, really big chance on the edge of the area. The ball got played back. Who is it who picks it up on the right-hand side here? Who is it who picks the ball up? It's the number 14 who actually ends up having the shot for Shelbourne. It's Coote. It's the goal scorer, sorry. The goal scorer, Coote, skied it on his favoured right foot where he smashed one in with in the first half. Our Shelbourne all over them. Yeah. In the first 15 minutes of this half, yes, I would say Shelbourne are having the better chances. August, do you think Real Madrid would win the Champions League? No, I don't think so. I think Real Madrid are probably maybe fifth or even sixth favourites to win the Champions League at this moment in time. King Sloth, that clause has gone now for Hutchinson. Really? VXZW, who do you support? I support Liverpool. Yeah. Jamie, would you watch a match even on Christmas Day? Yes. Yeah. That's the plan, to watch matches every single day. There's always matches on somewhere. Oh, Odobiko's in. That could be a red card, that ref. That should be a red card for Linfield, and I think it will be. It's the clearest red card you're ever likely to see. Odobiko was away. Linfield just absolutely shocking defending. Absolutely shocking defending. Giving the ball away. Odobiko nipped in and he just got a last little touch. A last little check. And he got in front of his man. He was one-on-one with the keeper and he got cleared away. It's not cleaned out. It's a red card. It's not a penalty. No, it isn't a penalty, but it is a red card to Linfield here. It's honestly, that is unforgivable. That is absolutely unforgivable. I think it's Orr. I think it's young. It is. It's young Matthew Orr, the 18-year-old right back. He gives the ball away. He literally passes it to the feet of Odobiko. Odobiko's running clean through on goal. And Hall, who has had a wonderful, wonderful game for Linfield. He's been absolutely fantastic. He knows that if he doesn't get a touch on it, Odobiko's clean through on the keeper. And he has to dive in. He dives in, last man. And he takes him out. And he's took Odobiko out. And that's a red card. It's a simple, straight red card. The easiest decision yet for the referee, and it's going to be a red card for Linfield. Hall sent off, down to 10 men. What a shame. What a shame. Ben Hall, fabulous performance from him at the back. And yet, Ben Hall has been sent off. Georgina, not Orr. No, Orr gave the ball away. It was Orr's error. Orr gave the ball away. And Odobiko literally passed the ball to Odobiko. Odobiko starts running clean through on goal. And Ben Hall dives in and cleans him out, last man. So it was a total error from Orr. Scoreable free kick or pen? No pen, not a pen, and the free kick is about 50 yards out. So it's not a scoreable free kick. No, there's 25 minutes left. Linfield are down to 10 men. And the Shells fans, you can see, they are already getting very, very excited here. Georgina, I see, sorry, just going off Linfield's Twitter. No, it's okay, it's fine, don't worry. It was just, very, very frustrating, I think, from a Linfield point of view, that, because it's come from Orr, the young right back. And you don't want to be too critical of him. He's 18 years of age, but that's such a bad piece of play, that. Really, really poor. Just literally passed it straight out. Straight to Odobiko's feet. And he's clean through. He's clean through on goal. And Hall has to do something. He has to try and stop him getting through. So he slides in to try and win the ball. Doesn't get a touch on it. Cleans him out. Easiest red card you're ever likely to see. Anthony Fitzpatrick, my mate James, went to Karabag for a game a few years ago. I can't remember exactly when it was, but he says he was getting extorted by the police in Baku for not having his passport on him. Whew. Yeah, you got to be careful with stuff like that. Yeah, you do, and they don't always ask for, bribes. It's usually, it's a small fine. But I can't really do the paperwork, so I can maybe put you in cuffs and take you down to the police station, and they're waiting for you to suggest it, basically. David Hall should just stayed on your feet anyway. Still think Linfield can score with 10 men? Yeah, possibly so. Possibly so. Norway have missed a penalty. Wow, okay. Well, there is a change here for Linfield now. It's Morrison going off, and McKee is coming on. Now, McKee did have a half-decent game in the first leg, I thought. He played all right when he... did he come on in the first leg, or did he start in the first leg and go off? I can't remember. But I thought he played okay in the first leg, Callum McKee. Yeah, he came on towards the end, didn't he? That was right. Yeah, came on towards the end. So, Callum McKee comes on to... or rather, Chris McKee. It said Callum McKee on there. But yeah, McKee has come on to try and give Linfield maybe an extra body up top. So, honestly, it is such an obvious one, that. And to give Onabiko his credit, he does try to stay on his feet at least. He really does try to stay on his feet. But it's the easiest red card you're ever likely to see. Timbo Slice, if you're Premier League dad, who is Premier League granddad? Couldn't tell you. Someone older than me, I guess. Now, Linfield has their luck ran out here. They picked up a penalty. Shelbourne had a goal ruled out. They've just had a player sent off. I mean, this could be literally one of the most unbelievable nights if Linfield somehow miraculously make it through to the next round. Whoa, that's a naughty tackle. That is a very naughty tackle, and Onabiko is through here on the left-hand side. Again, he's peeling away to that left flank, using his pace, cuts in, laid off to the edge of the box. That's wonderful play. Shells, oh, just wide of the far post. It's a lovely bit of play, that, by Shells, and it was Caffrey who got it on the right-hand side, drills it low past the keeper, and it just literally inches wide of the far post. Tell you what, East's maybe lucky to stay on the pitch at this point. East has just gone through. I think it was Lunny in midfield. He's just absolutely gone through him. Unlucky. Shells could be 2 up here. Shells could be 2 up, but they're not. Parvin, do you think Karabag have the capability to qualify to group and go to playoffs? Yeah, possibly. Possibly. Depends how the draw works out for them in the third round, assuming they get past Shelbourne, of course. But there's no guarantees. Shelbourne knocking on the door by the sounds of it. They are, yeah. It looks now, to me at least, like Shelbourne, there'll be a goal coming. There'll be a goal coming. Linfield just don't. I mean, it was always an uphill task. It was always going to be a really, really difficult one once they go down to 10 men. But yeah, I think they've done really well. Chimey, Key, can you consider one Barca women watch along next season? I will consider it. Yes, I will consider it. Again, to be honest, mate, it's just going to depend very much on... I'll ask you guys. You know it. I will ask you. I'll put the vote to you, and we can decide this game. These are the 2 or 3 games on tomorrow. Which would you like us to watch? And you can choose. Rom, who are you watching? I am watching Linfield against Shelbourne in the UEFA Champions League. First round qualifying, second leg. It's currently 1-1 on the night. 2-1 to Shelbourne on aggregate. And there's 20 minutes left. It's on BBC iPlayer. Ollie, yes, Kee, mate. How's it going, Mush? Good to see you, Ollie. Good to see you. How are you liking Sunderland's business recently? What do you think about Granit Xhaka? Right, Shelbourne knocking it long here. Odobiko, this is a big chance for him. Good save. Johns comes out and claims it. Ollie mint, mate. Norway have equalised. Hegerberg has equalised against Italy. Norway won. Italy won. Oh, this is bad. It's bad for the Italians. That one might be going to extra time. Jamie, women's football is better in the Champions League. Like I said, I'm game to watch it, mate. I haven't really watched until the women's Euros, as I've said to you. I haven't watched any women's football. I don't know anything about it. I freely admit I am. I've only ever really watched the men's game, so I don't know anything about the women's footy. The Lusk lad, do you watch a match every day, even on Christmas Day? Yes. Every single day. There is football on around the world every single day. We have watched football, apart from when my wife was in surgery. My poor wife went in for gallbladder surgery, so I didn't watch any footy for a day or two. But other than that, we've watched a game of footy every day. So yes, we will be watching on Christmas Day. Kee doesn't watch women's football because he hates women, confirmed. Yeah, tell that to my wife and my little girl. No, honestly, I just don't understand. It's not that I don't understand it. I just don't really have any comprehension of who's good, which teams are good, which players are good. I don't know who anyone is, so I feel a bit lost watching the women's game. However, I will say I've really enjoyed the women's Euros. It has been a really it's been an education. It has been an education for me. It has been an education. Yeah, Stuart, I know he was only joking. I know he was only playing. Like I said, I freely admit I don't know anything about the women's game. I know nothing about it, but I have educated myself. I am an old dinosaur. I've watched the women's Euros. We've watched pretty much every game in the women's Euros, to be honest. We're watching 2 women's Euros games over the next 2 nights. So it's going to be, it's been a good tournament. And it's been good for the women's game that it's been broadcast on terrestrial TV. Really good. Sabri, what do you think about the Moroccan football team? Good team, yeah. Decent team. Surprised everyone at the World Cup. Chance in the AFCON, maybe. We'll be watching the AFCON. I'm looking forward to the AFCON. Be interesting to see how Morocco do in that. Chimey, Neymar had a good debut. Parvin, could Arda been in his prime this season? Arda? You know about Arda Turan? Arda who? David Flack, England women's team play better than the England men's team. I mean, that's not hard, is it, David, to be honest? I think we could get a bunch of people in this chat. Men or women, maybe men and women who could play better than the England men's team. Sabri, yeah, I am watching AFCON as well. Nice. Well, we'll be doing some AFCON games for sure. Absolutely. Timbo Slice, does Ziyech still not play for Morocco because of the manager? I don't know, actually. Is that the case? Maybe you can enlighten us, Sabri. Is Ziyech still on his hiatus from the Moroccan national team? Because he did have a fallout with the manager, didn't he? Oh, no. No, it was Rigwagui. Rigwagui was later replaced as the Morocco manager. And, I think he's played since. He has played since. Oh, he's not playing anymore, at least for the national team. Oh, okay. Christ, well, the reason he wasn't playing was because of the manager, and the manager got let go, I think, in 2024. Okay, so Linfield picking the ball up here now. This is the first time, really, they've even got into the Linfield half since Hall got sent off. So, this is maybe... They've got to go for it, haven't they? Last 15 minutes, they really, really have to go for this. It's a huge opportunity for him. But Odobiko has picked the ball up on the left-hand side. Big chance for him. Cuts in. Oh, he's just ran himself into a dark alley there. Blind alley. Just hit it. Hit it. Honestly, they're fannying around with it too much, Shelbourne. Keep getting the ball around the edge of the box, and they've got the extra man. They keep pass. They get the chance. They work a little bit of space. They work half a yard. They're just overpassing. It just feels like they're overcomplicating it. If I was Joey O'Brien, I'd be turning what little hair I have out. It would be so frustrating. So frustrating. I can't believe they've not just hit it. Absolutely hit it. Stuart, what do you think of Kudus going to Tottenham? Wonderful player. I think Spurs are going to be the biggest improvers this season. Yeah, I think they're going to be the biggest improvers. Timbo Slice, I don't want to think Kudus is good enough for where Spurs want to be, but Frank does improve players, I suppose. I think Kudus' ceiling is bigger than... I think it's bigger than a lot of that. Like for example... I think Kudus could be, he genuinely could be like a Sadio Mane, but he just has to find that consistency. That's one of the challenges, isn't it? I think he's produced better performances than most wingers in the Premier League. He just hasn't done it often enough. JB, not hard for Spurs to improve though, is it? No, I know, but we're talking about most improved. I think Spurs go from 17th to maybe 6th to maybe 7th. You know, so I think there's a chance that maybe they're the most improved next season. Ollie, not looking forward to the AFCON at all, and I hate that time when it's on. I love the AFCON. The AFCON's always a really good watch. I really like it. Herbert Marquez, saludos desde Peru. Good to see you. Lots of love to Peru. Good to see you, Herbert. Timbo Slice, he's another St. Maximan to me. Maybe that's harsh. I would say so. Yeah. Hoggy, the rumour is Liverpool pissed Newcastle off with this Isaac Ekatike and Saudi teams not buying from Pool. Oh dear, Hoggy, you've not seen the original tweet is from a Newcastle fan who completely made that up. He said it was tweeted by Romano. So it's literally a total fabrication, that. Yeah, total fabrication. Ja, what are you watching, Key? I'm watching Norway versus Italy. It's 1-1 right now. Hegerberg put a penalty wide. Yes, I've just seen. No, I'm watching Linfield and Shelbourne in the UEFA Champions League, and we are into the last 10 minutes here. Shells pushing forward. They've got the lead. They are in front. They don't need to push forward, but Linfield defending very, very manfully at the back. Stuart, looking forward to Somerville coming back from injury for West Ham. They need some pace, don't they, West Ham? Definitely need some pace. Timbo, I think Liverpool end up with Ekatike and Isak stays, then Isak goes next year. I think that suits Newcastle, but it doesn't suit Isak. Yeah. And like I said, I think the trump card that Isak has is that he might just put a transfer request in. If he puts a transfer request in, Newcastle lose big time. They lose big time if he puts in a transfer request. The Lusk lad, I'm a Liverpool fan, but I wasn't able to watch the friendly against Preston. How did the new signings do? Well, Wirtz didn't play. Van Dijk didn't play. Kanate didn't play. Loads of them didn't play. Frimpong and Kirkes came on in the second half. Oh, Shelbourne again. Linfield giving the ball away. It's so poor from Shelbourne and Linfield, both of them. Linfield giving the ball away and Shelbourne picking it up. It feels like they've got an overload on the right hand side, and they just can't make the key pass. It's so difficult to watch, so frustrating. Because it's such simple passes a lot of the time. It's really simple passes and they're just not able to make it. FGAFU, hello from Windsor Park, originally from Dublin, of course. Good to see you. How's it going? Are you actually at the game? Are you at Windsor Park? That's really cool if so. But yeah, Mamardashvili, he didn't really do all that much against Preston. I think Kirkes was terrific. I do think Kirkes could be a game changer for Liverpool. Frimpong, again, we didn't really see an awful lot of him, and Wirtz didn't play. So, yeah, Wirtz wasn't in the squad. Timbo Slice, I don't think Isak is that kind of person. He'll want to be magnanimous about it. No, I agree, but he has to have that up his sleeve. That's got to be an option for him. Like, he will say to Newcastle, listen, lads, I want to leave, right? This is private. Privately, I want to go. And I think that is what's happened. I think it's reasonable to assume at this point, isn't it? He's gone to Newcastle and said, I would like to leave. Because Liverpool don't make that bid if he hasn't. So I think he said, I would like to leave. Boyd's coming on here. Boyd for Coot. Boyd changed the game. Last time he came on and Odobiko scored within about 10 minutes in the first leg. So maybe Boyd kills this game off. But yeah, I think Isak has said, I want to leave. And now we're in a position whereby, oh, hey, there's a claim for the penalty here from Shells. Nah, you're not getting that. Shields just giving Boyd a little bit of a nudge in the penalty area, but you're not getting that. Ollie, West Ham will have a good game. Think they'll get beat. Away the lads. Stuart, I used to be a season ticket holder until I started working. That's the reason I do this channel, mate. I used to go Liverpool home and away all across Europe. I've been to hundreds of games watching Liverpool all over the place. But I'm a dad now. I'm a dad and I'm a family man. I've grown up a little bit and I can't do it. So it's too expensive. Far too expensive. So now I watch games of footy with you. That's what this channel's about. Aston Villa lost 1-0 to Walsall, says Paddy. Wow. Timbo Slice, I get what you're saying. Liverpool wouldn't want to make themselves look stupid bidding for him. No, they wouldn't, but I just don't think flat out they would. I don't think they would. I don't think any club would. There's no chance that any club bids for a player. Because imagine a world where that bid gets accepted and then the player says, on your bike, yeah, I don't want to come to you. It's humiliating. They've gone through the whole negotiating process. So it doesn't happen. Players get not tapped up per se, but they at least get, a nudge to say, listen, if we came in for you, if we had would you be interested in coming? If we do the whole legwork of getting through to, negotiate, if we can agree a deal with the club, would you be interested in coming? And that has the only way Liverpool have gone to that extent is if Isak has said, absolutely, yes, I'd like to come. Brandon, what's happening with Mbermo coming to Trafford? Seems like it's not going to happen to me. Well, apparently Mbermo has put... Brentford have put the Mbermo price up. They've raised it to 70 million quid. Which is fair enough to me. It's fair enough. I think that's a fair price for him. And if United hadn't been dilly-dallying for the last 7 weeks, they'd have just had it done. They've been arguing and frittering away time over 2-3 million quid. Linfield, this is a chance for Linfield here now, maybe. Ball into the box. Keeper comes out and just about claims it. Parvin, do you think, as me, Frimpong is not a good player for Liverpool? He's stupid and cannot make Trent passes. He got only pace. It's up to you. No, I think Frimpong's a very good player, Parvin. Frimpong's a very good player. There's not many players you could have signed who are as good as Trent. Or I don't think there's any player they could have signed who's as good as Trent. I think Trent is the best right back in the world. But there's not really anyone else they could have signed. And Frimpong is a very good right back. He's still young. He's still improving. He's a good player. So yeah, I'm not too fussed with us having Frimpong and Bradley. Connor Bradley's wonderful as well. Ollie, Kee, my poor dad takes me all over. Nah, that's good. I think I'd probably do more if it was, if I followed a team that was maybe a little bit, not lower down, but you know what I mean, where you can get tickets to Sunderland games. You can get tickets to, teams who are maybe not at the top end of the Premier League. And it's frustrating because honestly, I've been going to Liverpool games when Liverpool were shocking, to be honest. When we were on the cusp of administration in 2011, 2012 with Roy Hodgson, I was going to, Rabotnicki, Liverpool against Rabotnicki, Liverpool against FC Gimel. There was loads of empty seats in the ground. So you just, unfortunately, it's one of the things that happens when you get, your side becomes good. You get hanger-oners, you get people coming from all over Europe, all over the world to watch, which is, it's a nice thing, it's a good thing. They're no less of a fan than anyone else, but it is frustrating for the locals. Georgina, follow Linfield. Linfield will be my NIFL team after this, absolutely. Linfield will be my NIFL. Maybe Shelbourne. Shells can be my League of Ireland team. Liam Nugent, will Arsenal win the league? No, not even close. I think Arsenal will struggle to get top 4 at this point, mate. MMA says draw. I think it could be, I think Shelbourne go through on in the tie, but it might well be that it finishes a draw on the night, sadly, for Linfield. And they've credit to them. They've given it a really, really good fight. And I think if Hall hadn't got sent off, maybe it would have been a different game. They've fought really well with 10 men, and it's tough. But they've had chances. They've missed 2 absolute clear open nets. 2 open nets, Linfield. Maybe 3, actually. 3 open nets. 3 open nets. That would be the frustration for me as a Linfield fan, if I was a Linfield fan. ASAP King, bring us Victor from Sporting. He's a good player. Nah, he's not, He's not really. Andrew, you're more than welcome to visit Tolka Park. Tolka Park looks like quite a nice old stadium. I liked it. Yeah, it was a very, very cool old stadium. People were telling me last week when we watched that there's talks of knocking it down, or there's talks of moving Shelbourne to a different stadium. Is that the case? I wasn't aware of that, but I like the stadium. I don't like I don't like teams moving stadiums. It kind of upsets me a little bit. Even Man United, who I hate, I'm bred to loathe United. I hate the idea that they might well leave Old Trafford. And the same could be said of Everton leaving Goodison Park, and Spurs leaving White Hart Lane. It's all quite sad. Odabeko's in here. Great save by Johns again. Massive, massive save, that one. Could have killed it off there. Probably should have killed it off, Odabeko. There's 6 minutes. 6 minutes of added on time at the end of this game. Harley Sims, hiya mate, good to see you. How's it going? Ollie, I've seen my mates who I go Darlow matches with. Good to see him. Yeah, love that. Love going lower league games. Georgina, you should come over to NI for Linfield versus Glentoran. Even better if you can make Boxing Day. That'd be cool. Yeah, I'd like to do some. Do you know, mate, maybe if the channel takes off. I did something stupid, Georgina. I mean, I don't know if you're in Dubai on holiday or if you're in Dubai because you've made it in life and you're out there making your millions. Me and my wife, we did something stupid and we quit our jobs to try and do what we want to do for a living, to follow our passion. My passion's football. I wanted to try and do something where I could make a living out of this. So I quit my job. I was a sales director in Liverpool City Centre. Quit my job and I started this channel in January. So maybe if Christmas time comes and the channel is making enough money for me to have, me and the wife and my little girl to have beans on toast or something, just a little bit, something. Maybe we can look at doing a visit over to Ireland for Glentoran and Linfield. That'd be a good video. Andrew, FGAFU, Tolka was supposedly put forward for the apartments on its site by the Irish government. Christ. Andrew Kavanagh, Liverpool visited Tolka Park in 95. Redknapp, McManaman, Walters, Rush with her. That's how I started following Shells. That's cool. Nice. Didn't know that. 95. Yeah, that was about when I started properly following Liverpool then. I was only a nipper. Anthony, Shelbourne have had bad enough so far this season, so doing well to beat Linfield over 2 legs if it happens. Well, it's looking like it. There's 4 minutes left. Linfield not really seeing too much of the ball. David Healy, very, very frustrated. You can see he's cutting an incredibly frustrated figure on the touchline. Very animated. FGAFU, well, mid-table league is Shamrock Rovers now, but they're going for the Cup and the Champions League. Right, Linfield here, picking the ball up. They've got to get the ball forward. They've got to get it into the box. Healy's acting as the ball boy now. Just trying to encourage Linfield forward. They've got the ball on the halfway line. They've got to pump the ball into the box. Just try and get it forward. Do something, right? Try and make something happen. Ollie went to Darlow versus Sunderland under-21s. Nice. How was that? Andrew, good man. I'll subscribe. What's your name? My name's Kee. Kieran. Most people call me Kee. It's Kee. Whatever works for you. But yeah, Kee. K-E-E. Ollie, to be fair, just to get me out of the house. Oh, it was alright. Oh, nice. Enjoy. Herb, what do you think of Wirtz? Wonderful, wonderful player. If we can combine him with Isak. Or maybe even Ekatike and Rodrigo. I think the league is pretty much wrapped up again. The league was wrapped up by Christmas, and I think it might well be wrapped up again if we can secure those signings. But Wirtz is a wonderful young player, and I mean, I'm really interested to see exactly how we use him next season. Kind of intrigued to see how we use him. Right, Shell's coming forward here. Why is Odobiko stood so far offside? Get yourself onside, lad. I know you're tired, but come on. They're just keeping hold of it now. Last 90 seconds here, maybe. Last 90 seconds. Linfield they've got to get it back. They've got to get the ball back and get it forward. Shells have got the ball and they look quite comfortable with it. They've got the extra man. And they're passing it around nice and neat. FGAFU think Liverpool, United and another team played Shells in 95. Liverpool won 4-0, United 3-0. But I don't remember who else came with them. Right, okay, well maybe an Irish pre-season friendly. Timbo Slice, if Liverpool get Isak, I'm going to go to New Guinea and go off-grid. I don't want to see what happens. David Flack, nice to meet you, Kee. Great channel. Glad I found you by mistake. Just saying before the game goes over, you'll never walk alone. Cheers, David. Cheers. Good to have you on the channel, mate. Really, really do appreciate it. And yeah, maybe we'll see it on another one coming up, another game coming up. We're doing Liverpool AC Milan pre-season friendly soon. We've got the Women's Euros. We've got Midtjylland against Hibernian as well. Midtjylland against Hibernian. Una Strassen against Dundee United. Got loads, absolutely loads. So yeah, we shall see. But yeah, it's looking like it's going to be Shelbourne against Karabag. Shelbourne against Karabag in the next round, and Linfield will be facing Hamrun Spartans. Georgina should have gone to bed an hour ago. God love you. Right, there you go. It's finished. Shelbourne are through. The away end goes absolutely ballistic, and you can see how delighted Joey O'Brien is and his team. All the coaching staff hugging each other. They shake hands with David Healy. They look pretty inconsolable, to be fair. I think they'll reflect on that, David Healy and his men, that... Do you know what? There was chances in that game for him. There was at least 3 really, really clear openings for him. Really, really clear openings. And they should have done better. They missed a couple of absolute sitters. They had a man sent off, which was unfortunate. But I think on balance of play, Shelbourne over the 2 legs probably did deserve to go through. So it's a trip to Malta for Linfield now. I probably will be covering that one. I'll have a look at that one. We'll do one of those games if you're sticking around for it. We will do Linfield against Hamron Spartans. And we'll also do Shelbourne against Karabag. Why not? We'll follow them through to the next rounds of these 2 tournaments. But a massive, massive thank you to everyone that has that's followed, that's liked, that's shared, that's commented, that's subscribed. I really, really do appreciate it. And again, my name's Kee. We're live every single day on this channel. We do live watch-alongs games around the world, and I really, really appreciate everyone for liking and subscribing. And yeah, have a lovely night. Enjoy your night. It was a lovely, lovely game. I enjoyed that. It was all good fun. Anthony, will you do Shelbourne next round, mate? Defo enjoyed it, lad. Good stuff. Yes, Anthony, I will. I will do Lithuania next week, apparently, not Malta. Oh, I thought it was Hamron Spartans. I thought Linfield play Hamron Spartans in the next round. Anthony, yeah, I do. Yes, I will do Shelbourne next round, and I am also intending to do Linfield next round in the Conference League. So I'll focus on that. Parvin, good channel, by the way. I'm sub to you now. Hope this channel will make money that you want. Cheers, Parvin. Thank you, Parvin. Massively appreciate that. Thank you, sir. Right. Well, I'm off. I'm getting off. I'll see you later. Au revoir, Timbo Slice. Good to see you, lad. Good to see you as always. And I will see you all on the next one. I'll be live tomorrow night for the Women's Euros. England are playing Sweden in the quarter-final. Big, big game for the Lionesses. I'll be live about 7 o'clock, and I'll see you all if you're coming back for it. Take it easy. I'll see you in the next one.